You're gonna do for college yet?
No, I don't think so. I'd like to go to Wesleyan like you, but I don't think my parents can afford it.
I bet they can. I qualified for a program and I'm going to TW tuition free.
Really? How is that?
The TWU Pledge. It's a program they offer to local high school students that basically helps with their tuition. You should check it out.
Will do. Can you send me that link?
Yeah.
Don't let anything stand in the way when excellence is within reach. Tennessee Wesleyan University is the best value in higher education for East Tennesseans. Tennessee Wesleyan, where dreams meet affordability.
Good evening, Charger fans. I'm Ethan Starr and excited to be back in the booth to bring you a District 3 AA rivalry edition of Charger Baseball tonight on Bogus Videography. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Suburban Propane. Thank you to Suburban Propane and the Charger Dugout Club for allowing us to bring this broadcast to you. Tonight I'm joined once again by my dad, Ron Starr, better known as Mr. Eddie Watson's best buddy. Thanks for joining us tonight, Dad.
Oh, glad to be here. It's always exciting when you got Tigers and Chargers playing. It's always a fun, tough district fought game. Excited to be here with you.
The Chargers are taking on visiting District 3 AA opponent, the Meigs County Tigers. Central enters tonight at 7-8, 2-3 in the district, whereas Meigs County is currently sitting 8-5, also 2-3 in the district. The teams battled in Game 1 in Decatur last night, with Meigs taking it by a score of 4-3. Central trailed 3-0 heading to the top of the 7th. Kenson Wilcox led off with a double, followed by a single from Holden to put men on the corners with nobody out. Ryan Moore reached on an error, scoring Wilcox. Senior Bryce Hammond, who's been sidelined since March 10th, then pinch hit and moved the runners over to second and third with one out. Lucas Eden reached on another Meigs County error, scoring the second run of the inning. Then Chase Nichols came up and beat out a potential double play to tie the game at 3 apiece. Then in the bottom half of the inning, Ryan Moore secured the first 2 outs, but the next 2 were able to reach base. Then Meigs County's Brody Goins walked off the Chargers with a first pitch single to right field for the Tigers' first win in this series since 2022. Chargers will look to carry that 7th inning offensive momentum in tonight's rubber match, and it's an important one for District 3 AA standings. With the district now being 5 teams, the top 3 teams receive a bye in the first round of the tournament, so it's a lot of implications tonight. Since Coach Shep moved sophomore Dylan Jacobs up to the leadoff spot, he has been on a tear. He's gone 4 for 9 out of the leadoff spot while riding a 5-game hitting streak, and he's doing a phenomenal job setting the table for Hunter Rayburn, Corbin Frisbee, and then Wilcox. Frisbee's 5 for 9, 5 for his last 9, while Wilcox has reached base an impressive 14 of 15 games this season. Rayburn leads the team in multi-hit games with 5, including 3 hits during our last broadcast against Sell Creek. Shep and the Chargers are looking to bounce back tonight, and they'll look to senior right-hander Hunter Rayburn to lead the way on the hill. Hunter's making his 5th start of the season tonight. So far, he's 2-2 with a 3.32 ERA through 19 innings pitched. He's averaging 1.3 strikeouts per inning, entering with a team-high 25 on the season. He'll be facing off against Meigs County's Caden Crisp. For the Chargers tonight, they will be led off by Dylan Jacobs, playing third base, hitting .362 on the year. Hunter Rayburn, the pitcher tonight, hitting .280 on the year. Then Corbin Frisbee, Kenson Wilcox, Hudson Reed, Ryan Moore, Austin Evans, Jesse Holden, and Chase Nichols. And Blaine McKee will be behind the plate tonight. For Meigs County, they'll be led off by Maddox Andrews, followed by Adam Mason, Bowen Combs, Brody Goins, Briar Roberts, Caden Crisp, Gunnar Lunsford, Titus Fowler, and Tucker Brewer. Chris Hall will be in left field for the Tigers. So we're going to take a quick break while they do the pregame stuff out here, and we get to hear Mr. Watson's national anthem, and then we'll be right back with the first pitch.
For the Meigs County Tigers. In left field, number 19, Chris Hull. The center fielder, number 10, Bowen Combs. The right fielder, number 3, Titus Fowler. The third baseman, number 5, Tucker Brewer. The shortstop, number 14, Brody Goins. The second baseman, number 7, Adam Mason. The first baseman, number 6, Briar Roberts. The catcher, number 1, Maddox Andrews. And on the hill today for the Tigers, the pitcher, number 12, Peyton Fritz. The Tigers are coached by Walter Malone, Ricky Webb, Chris Combs, second Fowler. And now,
your starting lineup for your Central Chargers.
In left field, number 25, Jesse Holden. The center fielder, number 7, Austin Evans. The right fielder, number 17, Ryan Moore. The third baseman, number 8, Dylan Jacobs. The shortstop, number 4, Kenson Wilcox. The second baseman, number 21, Chase Nichols. The first baseman, number 22, Corbin Frisbee. The catcher, number 13, Blaine McKee. And on the hill today for the Chargers, the pitcher, number 12, Hunter Rayburn. The Chargers are coached by Chris Shepard, Will Grimmett, Cody Hefner, Todd Oaks. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand with your attention to the flag in center field as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Ladies and gentlemen,
we want to welcome you to this big district game between the Meigs County Tigers and your McMinn Central Chargers.
Got to work on that.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. If you couldn't make it out to the ballpark, thank you to our sponsor, Suburban Propane, for allowing us to bring this to those of you who couldn't make it. And thank you to Josh Bogus for bringing this streaming platform and making it available. Thank you for joining me tonight, Dad. There's nothing better than a Central Meigs County baseball game.
Yeah, you're right, buddy. I didn't realize the rivalry that was here until you started playing baseball and basketball here at Central, and we sure had some good ones and some good players on both teams back in those days. So looking forward to outstanding game. There was one last night with Meigs coming out on top 4-3, but tonight we look forward to another good one.
So looking forward to seeing how Hunter Rayburn does on the mound tonight. He's making his 5th start of the year, 2-2 with a 3.32 ERA, leads the team in strikeouts with 25, averaging almost a strikeout and a half per innings pitched. So the key for Hunter will be, and always has been, if he can keep the strike zone and stay there early and often.
Well, that's the key with any pitcher, basically, son, is keep it in the zone when you need to and float with it outside or inside or up when you're ahead in the count. But the key is get ahead in the count early.
Leading off here at the top of the first.
So now it's game time. Hunter Rayburn on the mound for the Chargers. Chargers in all white with Columbia blue, baby blue hats. Meigs County in the all black.
It's kind of a gray, military gray. They got a flag on the back of their jerseys. I think that's more military gray top than black.
Hunter Rayburn with a good start as the fastball is fouled off back into McKee behind the plate. In the field for the Chargers in left field, we'll start in outfield, go left to right. Jesse Holden in left field, Austin Evans in center field, Ryan Moore over in right field, Dylan Jacobs at third, Kenson Wilcox at short, Chase Nichols at first, and Chase Nichols at second, Corbin Frisbee over at first. Curveball catches the outside corner from Hunter, and you can't ask for a better start as he's ahead 0-2 on Meigs County's leadoff hitter, Maddox Andrews.
familiar face behind the plate in Rodney Creasman. It's good to see him out here calling tonight.
He's been doing it a long time.
Hit by pitch.
So the 0-2 pitch gets away from Hunter Rayburn and hits Maddox Andrews, so he reaches on a hit by pitch to start the game. That brings up second baseman for Meigs County, Adam Mason, wearing number 7, hitting from the right-hand side of the plate. If Meigs County is anything like last year, they are very conservative and fundamental and will likely look to move runners up. And that's exactly what he does. He squares the bunt, but it's a hard one back at Rayburn. He looks at second but decides to take the easy out over at first, and Chase Nichols does a good job of covering the bag, so that'll be a 1-3 sack bunt for Adam Mason as it moves Andrews up to second.
Adam Mason. Mason's a familiar name in Meigs County, as I played against his grandfather, Larry, for a number of years in high school, and then Dave, Larry's other son, played at Lee University in Cleveland. So Mason name is very popular as far as Meigs County baseball.
Dave actually was the head coach over at Meigs County for a little bit as well. 3-hole hitter now in the box for Meigs County is Bowen Combs, the center fielder wearing number 10, hitting from the right-hand side of the plate. The first pitch from Rayburn misses, 1 ball, no strikes. And that one misses inside, gets away from McKee. We're going to have a play over at third base, but the runner beats it there. So on the wild pitch, they will move up, and that is Maddox Andrews moving over to third. Count now 2 balls, no strikes from Hunter to Bowen Combs.
Looks like Hunter's struggling just a little bit with the breaking ball at this point. He's thrown a couple of them good for strikes, but struggling a little bit.
And right on cue, he throws his best one of the evening so far, and Combs swings right through it. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out, runner on third for Meigs County.
Middle infield playing deep. Look like they're concede the run to get the out at first.
And another breaking ball, and he swings through it once again. So now Hunter battles back to a 2-2 count. Middle infield, as mentioned, playing normal depth, so they will concede the run if it's hit to them. Corner infield playing even with the bag, so they'll have a choice. Outfielders playing normal depth. Fastball from Hunter Rayburn is a beautiful one, but it misses off the outside corner. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, Rodney's been umpiring a long time. I think the first game he pitched against McMahon, he was behind the plate for that one.
And another curveball puts Combs down swinging, so a big-time strikeout on 3 curveballs from Hunter Rayburn. So second out of the inning, that brings up Meigs County hero from last night, Brody Goins, the shortstop, wears number 14, hitting from the right-hand side of the plate. He's now hitting with 2 outs and a runner on third. Be big for Central if they can get out of this with no damage done.
Yes, sir. The leadoff hitter got on, and so far he got a sacrifice bunt and a strikeout. So good job so far.
So Hunter living and dying by the breaking ball at the moment as that one misses off the inside corner. 1 ball, no strikes.
Goins is another familiar Meigs County name as far as baseball goes.
Another breaking ball from Rayburn. That one catches the outside corner to even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike.
Windy day here. The wind's blowing in, so I don't think you'll see many balls hit deep.
Fastball there from Rayburn is fouled off behind the net. Rayburn ahead 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Yeah, lots of familiar names on the Meigs County lineup. You'll see another one on deck in Briar Roberts. But we would love to see him lead off. And a good curveball. Ooh, could have went either way, but Rayburn does not get the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes as that one misses off the inside corner. And that one is going to be just over Wilcox's head at shortstop. Looked like it was going to be right at him, but it rose up over his head. So that's an RBI single for Brody Goins, and that scores Maddox Andrews from third.
Yeah, good pitch by Rayburn that time. I think it may have been a little off-speed pitch again, but hitter stayed back on it and drove it right over the shortstop's head. I thought he had it there for a minute, but just barely missed the line drive that drove in the run.
So that brings up first baseman Briar Roberts. Rayburn blows the first pitch by him. No balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, so I wonder if he's related to Don and Tyler and that bunch. I'm sure he is in some way, but both those guys were great baseball players at Meigs County.
That one is fouled over the net. Rayburn quickly ahead, no balls, 2 strikes.
Don was my age. He was All-American high school quarterback at Meigs County back in the early 70s. And, of course, Tyler, his son, went on and played at Memphis University for a number of years.
So that one's going to be flied out to Moore out in right field. The wind is holding it up, but it looks like Moore is under it, and he will reel it in. So Meigs County does scratch off the first run of the game, but no damage after that. So Meigs County scores 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. And that will bring us to the bottom of the first. Central will be led off by Dylan Jacobs, Hunter Rayburn, and Corbin Frisbee. Thank you again to Suburban Propane for allowing us to bring this broadcast to you tonight, and thank you for joining us. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Meigs took a 1-0 lead in the top of the first on an RBI single from Brody Goins, but the runner was left stranded at first to end the inning. So 1-0 Meigs as we head to the bottom of the first. Central will be led off by left-handed hitting third baseman Dylan Jacobs. The sophomore is leading the team in hitting this year, hitting .362. He's on a 5-game hitting streak, going 8 for 17 across those 5 games, and most importantly, after the lineup change from Coach Shepard, in moving him into the leadoff spot and Rayburn to the 2-hole, Dylan has gone 4 for 9 out of the leadoff spot and setting the table for the 2-3-4. Swinging first pitch, and that one's popped up on the infield towards the second base side of the bag. Second baseman is under it, and he will reel it in. So 1 pitch, 1 out for the Chargers.
Hey, you want your leadoff hitter to be aggressive, and he has been, which is obvious by the stats since he's been leading off, but just got under that one just a little bit.
So that brings up senior Hunter Rayburn, hitting .280 on the year. He had 3 big hits against Sell Creek last time we were here. He's first pitch swinging as well, and that's a 2-high hopper. Going to be a tough play as Rayburn has wheels, and he beats it out. So that'll be an infield single for Hunter Rayburn.
Good job, Hunter.
Big high hopper to the shortstop, as you mentioned, and Hunter runs pretty well, so he was able to beat that one out.
First baseman, number 22.
So normally we would see a courtesy runner for the pitcher, but I can't imagine we'll see one for Hunter, as he is a threat on the base paths with 6 stolen bases on the year. That brings up 3-hole hitter Corbin Frisbee playing first base, hitting .333 on the year. He's also been on a tear, going 5 for his last 9, so we'll see what he can do here with a man on first. Rayburn does not move on the pitch, and that pitch from the starter for Meigs County, Caden Crisp, misses off the outside corner.
Crisp did not play youth baseball, did not play middle school baseball. He just started playing as a freshman. I was told they saw him throw one over the backstop in center field and decided they wanted to make a pitcher out of him. So he works hard in the weight room and has been throwing a lot of long toss, trying to improve his pitching. So only a sophomore, I think, and got a few more years to go.
He's bringing it pretty well out there. Throws behind Hunter. Hunter does take off on that pitch, and that pitch is in the dirt, so it was a good pitch to move up on. So Hunter with a stolen base moves up to second base with 1 out. Corbin Frisbee ahead, 2 balls, no strikes.
Be great to answer the Meigs County run they had in the top of the first with base hit right here to bring Hunter in from second.
And he's swinging on it, and he puts a good ride out into right field, and the right fielder's retreating, and it's over his head into the corner. Rayburn will score easily from second, and Corbin is rounding second, headed to third, and he's going to be in with a close play, but he's sliding in there safely. So an RBI triple from Corbin Frisbee ties the game here in the bottom of the first.
Again, this evening, like Friday when we were here last, outfielders are playing very shallow for Meigs County. That ball really wasn't hit that deep, but he was so shallow he couldn't get back in time. The wind was taking it toward the right field line, so stand-up triple. They answered here in the first inning. Hopefully one more, or at least one more, with a runner on third.
So big-time swing there from Corbin, who's been swinging a smoking hot bat. That brings up Kenson Wilcox. He has reached base safely in 14 of the 15 games this year with a team-high 14 walks, and he's hitting .306 on the year with 12 RBIs. So really good season for senior Kenson Wilcox. He's ahead 2 balls, no strikes here as that one bounces in. So just like Central in the top of the first, the middle infield for Meigs County is playing back, looking to concede the run. First base, third base playing in on the grass. Great swing there from Kenson's going to get into the right center field gap, and that's going to be at least 2 bases for Kenson. That scores Corbin from third easily, and he's rounding second, headed to third. So, guys, that is going to be back-to-back triples for your 3-4 hole hitters for Central, and you could not have asked for a better start.
Yeah, that one's a little bit different there. That hit the right field gap and rode to the fence. That ball was hit hard. So, as you mentioned, back-to-back triples, and the Chargers take the lead here in the top of the bottom of the first.
So, clutch hitting there from Corbin Frisbee, followed up by another clutch hit from Kenson Wilcox. So that brings up Hudson Reed, designated hitter tonight. He's hitting .286 on the year. Big kid standing in on the right-hand side of the plate. First pitch swinging. He swings through the curveball behind no balls, 1 strike.
I think both of those big triples are fastballs right down the middle of the plate. So first pitch he threw after that one is a breaking ball.
And that one gets away from the Meigs County catcher, but Kenson will stay put over at third. 1 ball, 1 strike.
This may be a high-scoring affair if they keep swinging the bats like they have been.
And that's exactly what Coach Shepard would be looking for out of his Chargers tonight. Curveball misses low, so Reed lays off 2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, every district game is a big game, but tonight this one's even bigger with both teams sitting at 2 and 3. You hope to get in the top 1 or 2 or 3 spots in the district.
That one misses well up and in. Hudson Reed now at a hitter's count, 3 balls, 1 strike.
With a 5-team district, you could probably get a bye if you're in the top 3 in the district tournament. But it's an important game. Anytime you play Meigs, you don't want to lose, that's for sure.
Swings through the fastball down, 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, runner on third, and Kenson Wilcox after his RBI triple. Reed fights off the fastball on the inside corner, shoots it into the Meigs County dugout. Count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. You would love to see him elevate something right here, but really the most important thing is putting the ball in play and see what can happen right here.
That's exactly right. You always hear the saying, hit it in the grass. We'd love to get something out of the infield right here.
He chokes up on the bat and fights another fastball off. Count remains full, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Hanging in there tough. Timing the fastball just enough to still be in the batter's box. Maybe he'll throw one fat over the middle with it being a full count here like he has been.
Hudson Reed calls time and steps out. Count remains full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on third, Central leading 2-1 in the bottom of the first, and that pitch misses out of the zone. So great at bat from Hudson. 7-pitch walk to Hudson Reed puts him on first, and runners on the corners with 1 out for Ryan Moore.
In the order for the Chargers, the right fielder.
Ryan Moore enters tonight hitting .265. Very aggressive hitter, so he'll be looking early. He did take his first walk of the season last night. Right-handed hitting Moore stands in, swinging first pitch, fouls it back into the net. No balls, 1 strike.
That was a great at bat by Hudson, Ethan, when you can battle off 3-2 a couple of foul balls, maybe 3.
Mm-hmm.
There with a 3-2 count and hang in there and get that, draw the walk. That's a great at bat.
Ryan Moore fouls that one over the Meigs County dugout. Count no balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, it was 8, maybe 9 pitches there to Hudson Reed.
I always pregame like to watch the catcher throw to second, and I think the Chargers can go on the catcher back there tonight for Tigers.
And he takes off on the pitch, and that one misses outside, and he goes with no throw. So now men on second and third with 1 out.
Now you would think the middle infield would play in and not concede the run now, but they're still playing back. Going to give up the run to get the out at first.
Moore fouls it off, but it's caught by the Meigs County catcher, so Moore goes down swinging for the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up center fielder Austin Evans, wearing number 7, hitting from the right-hand side of the plate, looking to get his bat going this year. He's hitting 100 on the year, but he does lead the team with 8 stolen bases.
Need a big base knock with 2 outs right here to drive in those 2 runners.
That one misses out of the zone, 1 ball, no strikes. If Central has all the momentum here in the bottom of the first, but it could quickly swing here if Meigs County leaves 2 men stranded on the base path. Evans swinging, fouls that one off. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike.
With the exception of the double or triple in the gap, seems like the Central hitters are just a little late on the fastball from Meigs County pitcher fouling everything off to the right side.
Then he breaks a curveball in there, and it was a pretty one. Evans takes that pitch, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That was a beautiful pitch there. Breaking ball was broke in there perfectly. Started in the batter's box, broke across the plate. Great pitch.
Evans calls time and steps out. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Men on second and third for the Chargers, leading 2-1. Another curveball, and Evans does his job, puts it in play up the middle to the second baseman, fields it cleanly, and flips it to first. So Central does leave 2 men stranded, but takes the lead 2-1. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. So as we head to the top of the second, Central leads 2-1. Meigs County will be at 5, 6, 7 with pitcher Caden Crisp, designated hitter Gunnar Lunsford, and then right fielder Titus Fowler. Rayburn retired him on 17 pitches, but they did scratch off 1 run on a single from Brody Goins in the top of the first. We'll see how he can bounce back here in the second, pitching with a lead. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
No parent wants to think about their children growing up without them. Although we realize we can't control their future, we do have the ability to secure it through careful planning. So isn't it time to begin preparing for their future and your dreams for them? When you begin to game plan with life insurance, you're able to focus on what matters most today. Because life isn't about worrying when the storms of life will come. It's about planning on how to dance in the rain. Game plan today. Game plan for life. Contact us today.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We're here in the top of the second. Central answered back as Meigs County scored 1 in the top of the first. Central answered back and took the lead 2-1. After Hunter Rayburn reached on an infield single, Corbin Frisbee had an RBI triple, followed by another RBI triple from Kenson Wilcox. 2-1 here in the top of the second.
It's very rare to see triples in a baseball game anyway, much less back-to-back. So that was an unusual inning for the Chargers, but a good one, very productive.
So leading off here is pitcher Caden Crisp. Rayburn quickly ahead, no balls, 2 strikes as Crisp takes the bait on back-to-back off-speed pitches.
Good-looking kid, that Crisp. He's a big kid, solid. Looks like he could hit it.
Another off speed from Hunter, but it bounces in there and Crisp lays off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fastball just off the outside corner, but a really good 2-strike pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Key goes outside, and the pitch is there on a beautiful curveball, and Crisp is retired, looking for strikeout for the first out of the inning. That brings up designated hitter number 18, Gunnar Lunsford.
For the Tigers, the DH, number 18.
Hitting from the right-hand side of the plate.
Good looking pitch that time. He got the break. It's been staying in the right-hand side batter's box a lot in the first inning, but that time it was a great pitch.
Another curveball there, misses off the outside corner from Hunter. 1 ball, no strikes. Rayburn working exclusively from the stretch. Misses off the outside corner with a fastball. 2-0.
You noticed he short arms it just a little bit. He doesn't go all the way back in his windup to get the full length of his arm in the pitch. He short arms it just a little bit. If Coach Shep or somebody could work with him a little bit, he'd get a little more on his fastball.
3 balls, no strikes now to Lunsford as that one also misses outside. Swinging 3-0 on an outside fastball, and he swings through it. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Walker gave him the hand motion. What are you doing down there? Walker Malone being the Meigs County head coach at in the third base coaching box.
And then Hunter bounces right back and evens the count at 3 balls, 2 strikes. McKee goes inside on this pitch, and the pitch is there, and it's off the handle from Lunsford. 2-hopper over to Nichols, and he flips it to Frisbee for the second out of the inning, so a 4-3 put out. 2 up, 2 down. That brings up right fielder Titus Fowler, wearing number 3, hitting from the right-hand side of the plate as well.
Be a great bounce back inning here if you can get them 3 up and 3 down, that's for sure.
McKee goes outside. Pitch misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Maybe you would love to see a shutdown inning right here from Hunter and the Chargers after scoring 2 in the bottom of the first.
Definitely.
Good pitch there, but it misses low, so behind 2 balls, no strikes.
Seems to have a little bit better command of his breaking ball this inning. I hope it carries on throughout the game.
Good pitch on an outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike, and if he gets that call on that outside corner and he can paint it, that's going to be tough to hit tonight.
That's good old Rodney. He likes to call those outside corners.
Great pitch there from Hunter, and similar story to the last at bat. Falls behind, but back-to-back strikes evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on here in the top of the second.
Very good umpire. Been umpiring for years. Very good umpire. I like the way he calls the outside corner.
Good pitch there from Hunter. That's going to be a tough play. It's sort of out in no man's land out behind second base, but Chase Nichols runs it down for the 3rd out of the inning. So big-time play there from the sophomore second baseman to take control, and that will get the Chargers out of the inning, 3 up, 3 down. So big-time shutdown inning from Hunter Rayburn. That flips us to the bottom of the second, and the Chargers will be at Jesse Holden, Chase Nichols, and then it will flip to the top of the lineup and Dylan Jacobs. Thank you again to Suburban Propane for allowing this broadcast to be possible. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Is there a trash can up here?
right, welcome back, everybody.
Bottom of the second
Hunter
inning.
Rayburn and the Chargers had a big
And
shutdown
for the
inning there in the top of the
Chargers,
second,
the
getting
left
Meigs
fielder,
County
number
1, 2, 3.
25,
So
Jesse
Chargers
Holden.
leading 2-1 here in the bottom of the second. They'll be at 8-9-1 with Jesse Holden, Chase Nichols, and then Dylan Jacobs. Jesse Holden enters tonight hitting .250, playing left field for the Chargers. Takes the first pitch up and out of the zone. 1 ball, no strikes.
The wind is still very active, so it's going to hold up quite a few balls if the ball gets up in the air.
Holden takes that one as well. 2 balls, no strikes as it misses off the inside corner.
Nice up here in the press box with the wind, but out there on the field it can wreak havoc sometimes.
Crisp is all over the place, missing outside, inside, now up. 3 balls, no strikes. And that one misses outside as, oh no, it called on the outside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, that one looked a little up as well. I thought it was up and away there, but called strike.
So now the count back to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes as Holden takes that one right down the middle. So similar story to Rayburn last inning. Chris fell behind 3 balls, no strikes, and battled back. And now Holden is retired on strikes. So big swing of events there in that at bat as Holden swings through strike 3 for the first out of the inning. That brings up second baseman Chase Nichols, wearing number 21, hitting from the right-hand side of the plate. Hitting 179 on the year, but he's starting to find his swing as he had a big. He put the ball in play last night and beat out the double play, and that allowed Central to tie the game up. First pitch swinging, he fouls that one back into the net. No balls, 1 strike.
Great job by Chris, the Meigs County pitcher, battling back from a 3-0 count to strike out the batter in the previous at bat. So good job by him.
Good swing from Chase as he takes an outside fastball and hits it right over the first baseman's head for a single. So big time swing there from Chase as he gets on first and flips the lineup to leadoff man Dylan Jacobs. He was first pitch swinging in his first at bat of the game and popped up to second, so we'll see what he can do here.
Great at bat. Reminded me last night at the Braves game, the shortstop, what's his name, Dubon, took 2 that way last night, drove in 3 or 4 runs with 2 hits like that, and good piece of hitting there.
Crisp throws behind Nichols at first, but he's back safe. A lot of former Chargers in the house tonight from last year's team. Seeing Devin Paxton and his dad down there, saw Austin Jacobs earlier, so cool to see the guys coming back and cheering on their boys. Jacobs bunts very well. He squares, but he pulls back as that one missed well out of the zone. 1 ball, no strikes.
Meigs kind of expecting that third baseman's playing about halfway up the line, so if he could drag one, that would be what he needed to do, is go to the right side, but he's probably swinging this time.
And he is swinging, and he flips it over the third baseman's head, but it just goes foul. So almost the same thing again as last night, but that one does duck out of play. Count now at 1 ball, 1 strike. Third baseman playing a good 5-6 steps in front of the base over there by the time the ball is pitched. So if he was to stay back and shoot one that way, there's a lot of dirt over there.
A big hole between the first and second baseman, big hole there. Not moving much after the pitch as the first baseman.
And he hits it there, but it's not hit quite hard enough. First baseman fields it, flips to second, but there's going to be nobody home over at first. So that puts Jacobs on first base, reaching on the fielder's choice. Nichols retired at second for the second out of the inning. That brings up Hunter Rayburn, who reached on an infield single, stole second, later came around to score on Corbin's RBI triple. So now he's hitting with Dylan Jacobs on first. Looks like we're going to have a quick mound visit from head coach Walker Malone.
Yeah, it'd be interesting as to what's going through Walker's mind here with 2 outs, and doesn't seem to be anything wrong with Chris, the pitcher out there on the mound. He's throwing strikes now, so probably a defensive timeout to talk to the infielders here.
So Jacobs very aggressive on the base pass, and Rayburn a very aggressive hitter, so it might be a chance for Shep to roll the dice here and put him in motion, see a little hit and run action. Jacobs with 7 stolen bases on the year, second on the team behind Austin Evans.
That's probably from Walker Malone, the Meigs County head coach. That's probably the conversation they had there is what we're going to do if he goes. And remember, Rayburn has good wheels as well. So just reminding his defense as to what they're up against right here.
Jacobs with an aggressive lead, and they throw behind him, but he's back easily. Runner on first, 2 outs. Hunter Rayburn at the plate. He's 1 for 1 on the night with a run scored. Middle infield playing, shading up the middle. Jacobs is likely moving on the pitch, and he moves, and it's a curveball. Oh, and it was thrown right at the pitcher, who cuts off the throw to second. So Jacobs is in there with a stolen base.
I don't know if that was intentional or not. Kind of looked like the pitcher was surprised by that because throw came to him about knee high, and he made the catch. But I think that was an intended throw.
Oh, and that one, a pickoff attempt out to second base, goes well over the second baseman's head, sells out into center field. So Jacobs moves up to third on the error by the pitcher. So now we got some fun things happening here, because now Jacobs could easily score on a pass ball, wild pitch. So it puts the pressure on Crisp and his teammate there behind the plate.
We'll see how Crisp responds after that. Down 1-0 in the count. We'll see if he can throw strikes now after throwing that one in center field.
And he does that with a curveball, catches the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on third.
But sometimes that can work on you mentally when you make a mistake like that on the mound, but he came right back through the bracket ball for a strike.
And there's another one. Hunter's out in front of it. Is it going to get out of play? It's going to be really close, and it does. It hits the top of the Charger dugout. So Hunter lives to see another day. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Jacobs standing on third after he stole second. Then Crisp turned and threw it well out into center field, allowing Jacobs to move over to third.
Let's put the bat on it somehow. Even if he hits it in the infield, he's got good wheels, as he proved last time when he beat that throw out last time, and that could score a run.
Lays off the curveball up and out of the zone. That was my mistake. It was no balls, 2 strikes on that pitch. Now it is 1 ball, 2 strikes. So that was a good 0-2 take from Hunter. Catcher goes back outside. Curveball in the dirt. Does he get enough of it? No, he does not get enough of it. It's going to be a line out to the third baseman to end the Chargers' second inning. So the Chargers, no runs on 1 hit, 1 man left on base. So we're going to head now to the top of the third. Central leading 2-1. Meigs County will be at 9-1-2, and Tucker Brewer, Maddox Andrews, and Adam Mason. Thank you again to Suburban Propane for allowing us to bring this to our listeners at home, and thank you for joining us. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Nothing to report on there in the second inning, as both teams went dry. Central leading 2-1 here in the top of the third. They'll be at 9-1-2, and Tucker Brewer, Maddox Andrews, and Adam Mason Hunter Rayburn with a beautiful curveball for the first strike. No balls, 1 strike.
Seems like both teams settled down there in the second inning, and Meigs had 0 base runners. Central had 1.
Ooh! Line drive from Brewer right back to Hunter Rayburn. Catch it or eat it, and he decided to catch it. So nice play there from Hunter.
That was a hot shot back up the box there. Reminds me when you played here at Central, playing over in Decatur. And Dakota was pitching. That was ugly. Hit him in the bad spot. Line drive right back at him. But that was a good game for you. You pitched and pitched a great game and had 3 hits, if I remember correctly. And one of them was tough on Dakota, but he got up and finished the game, or pitched most of the rest of the game.
So thankfully for Hunter, it ended differently for him as he was able to reel that one in. First pitch swinging from leadoff man Maddox Andrews is fouled back into the net. No balls, 1 strike.
Dakota was a tough kid. Good kid. That ball hit him hard. I mean, that was a solid line drive. Hit him right on the belt line, and he got right back up, though, and pitched the rest of the game.
Good pitch there from Hunter. He's quickly ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. So that line drive very well may have woken Hunter up a little bit, and now he's in the zone.
Well, you want your pitcher to be able to field the ball, and he fielded that one well.
That one is hit well out into the left center field gap as both Holden and Evans are retreating. Oh, but Holden almost makes a wonderful play on that. It hits off of an outstretched glove, and that will be a double for leadoff man Maddox Andrews on an 0-2 count.
Yeah, that ball was hit well. Again, with the wind blowing in, the outfielders are playing a little shallow, but Holden did a good job getting back there to it and hit off his glove. I thought he was going to come up with the catch there for a second, but I was a solid hit to left center by the Meigs County batter.
That was definitely the best contact we've seen from the Tigers tonight, and that will bring up Adam Mason, the second baseman for Meigs County. Good pitch from Hunter as he catches the outside corner with an off speed. No balls, 1 strike. Mason laid down a sac bunt in his first at bat, so he's 0 for 0 on the night. That one gets away from McKee at the plate, and that will allow Andrews to move up to third. Tying run for Meigs County now over at third in a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Curveball misses low, 2 balls, 1 strike. Not a bad pitch, though.
Again, the middle infielders are back deep, conceding the run here to get the out at first.
And Mason does his job, hits it well out into center field. Evans reels it in. He does come up throwing, but there's not going to be a play at the plate as Andrews scores the tying run. So Adam Mason with another sack, and he drives in the second run of the game for Meigs County. So now there will be 2 outs and nobody on, but we do have a tie game, 2-2 here in the top of the third. That brings up 3-hole hitter Bowen Combs. Center fielder for Meigs County was retired swinging in his first at bat.
Mason did his job. Ball hit deep enough to center field to get the run in from third for Meigs County to tie this game up.
Pitch from Hunter does not get the call on the outside corner. 1 ball, no strikes.
Pass ball or wild pitch, however you scored it, hurt right there.
That one in the dirt. McKee keeps it in front of him. 2 balls, no strikes. In the dirt once again. 3 balls, no strikes, and that one was ruled a wild pitch, just as note for record.
It was a good decision, good call there, because that ball bounced up there and went over the head of McKee there behind the plate and should have been called a wild pitch.
So Meigs County offered it that one as well on a 3-0, but he pulls it back. So that's ball 4 as Bowen Combs reaches first base via the walk. And that will bring up Brody Goins, who prior to this inning had the only hit so far tonight for Meigs County as he singled into the left center field gap to score the first run of the game. He'll be hitting now with a man on first and 2 outs. Tie game 2-2. Good bounce back there from Rayburn as he paints the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike.
Good choice there. Struggled a little bit with with the last batter, so good decision throw the fastball there.
Another fastball, and he blows it right by Brody Goins. Rayburn ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. Love to see him not leave something over the plate here on an 0-2 count. As the last hit, that double came on an 0-2 count. We'll see what he does this time. Runner takes off on the pitch. Going swinging, fouls it back into the net. Runner will retreat, and count remains no balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, you throw something off speed in the dirt, try to get him to chase it a little bit right here when you're up 0-2. Nothing in the middle of the plate.
And there it is, and it was a good one on the inside corner. Really good location for an 0-2 pitch, but it was off the plate. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes, and he had him set up perfectly there for a curveball, as he'd seen a heavy dose, 3 straight fastballs prior to that. Outside, McKee comes up throwing as the Meigs County runner still second, but he's in there safely. So Bowen Combs still second base. Now he's standing out there with 2 outs. Brody Goins at the plate. That ball did miss out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Combs got a really good jump on that one. That one misses up and out of the zone as well. So Goins battles back from no balls, 2 strikes to a full count.
Well, a walk right here is not bad. I mean, you got first base open, give you a force play at every bag, so a walk here is not bad.
That one is fouled down the first baseline, but it's going to get out of play. So count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes.
I still would not throw anything over the plate. I would be outside on the edge or come inside one or the other, not give him anything big to hit.
Runner takes off on the pitch, and it's going to be grounded to Jacobs, but it's not able to tag over there, but he makes a good throw. Oh, but it pulls Frisbee off of first base. So that could really go either way on an error on Jacobs or an infield single, because it was going to be bang-bang over there. But either way, runners now on the corners with 2 outs.
I thought there for a second he might try to tag the runners. He was moving from second to third, but he was already past him. Good decision, just couldn't make the throw there to first base, and a good effort by the first baseman to scoop that one up.
So that one from Roberts is striped out to center field, but Austin Evans does not even have to move an inch. So all that action and 1 run across the board for Meigs County as Briar Roberts is retired on the line out to center to end the inning. So Meigs County scores 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left on base. So score now 2-2 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Central will be at 3-4-5 with Corbin Frisbee, Kenson Wilcox, and Hudson Reed. Thank you again to Suburban Propane for allowing us to bring this to those who couldn't make it out to the park tonight, and thank you for joining us. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. Everybody, 2-2 here in the bottom of the 3rd as Meigs County answered and tied the game in the top of the 3rd. Right now we will be at 3-4-5 and Corbin Frisbee, Kenson Wilcox, and Hudson Reed. Corbin Frisbee with the big RBI triple down the right field line that was later followed up by another triple in the right center field gap from Kenson Wilcox. So both of these guys 1 for 1 with triples on the book tonight.
You got your heart of the order up here. Hope you produce a couple runs in this situation.
That one misses behind Frisbee's head. He does a good job of getting his bat out of the way. 1 ball, no strikes.
Good crowd here tonight. You know, both sides, Central. Third base side bleachers are basically full, and Meigs County side's almost full, so good crowd.
Very good crowd and a beautiful evening. Frisbee puts another charge into that one. That boy is swinging a hot bat with a single out to left field to lead off the third for the Chargers.
Just a nice level swing on the breaking ball. Drove it to left field. Good job by Frisbee.
So he came in 5 for his last 9, and now he's 2 for 2 tonight. So I'm not even going to try to do that math, but that boy is on fire. And that brings Kenson Wilcox up, who's 1 for 1 on the night after he had an RBI triple into right center field. He's hitting now with a man on first. That one misses well outside. 1 ball, no strikes. And Kenson is the guy. He's not going to chase those pitches. Leads the team in walks this year with 14 by a mile.
We did a good job of laying off that one. That was way outside. Good job by the Meigs catcher to even get his mid on it.
Swinging on that one, and that's going to be – oh, he calls it foul. That one was very close to being another extra base hit for Kenson, as it looked like it was going to stay fair down the third baseline, but it was ruled foul. So now he'll be back in the box with a count even at 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just as it crossed the lip of the infield, it took a bounce to the left and went foul there. That would have been an easy double there and possibly a run for the Chargers.
I guess he stepped off the back of the rubber, or maybe he wasn't even there yet, but he looks Frisbee back. That was a really good pitch there from Chris, but he doesn't get the call on the curveball. Wilcox ahead, 2 balls, 1 strike.
The Malone boys down there giving Rodney a little hard time about that pitch, but it did look like it was down a little bit.
That one's in the dirt, and Wilcox lays off, so now hitters count to Kenson at 3 balls, 1 strike.
Hitters count right here. You should see something good to swing at. Right hitter at the plate right now in this situation.
Frisbee at first. And Kenson takes that one down for his 15th walk of the year. So that guy is a good hitter at the plate. Got a really good eye. So that'll be ball 4. That'll move Corbin Frisbee up to second. So now men on first and second with nobody out for Hudson Reed. He's 0 for 0 on the night. He reached via a walk in his first at bat.
Nobody out, man, on first and second. Be swinging right here. Big stick up at the plate.
He's not exactly who you want to lay down a sacrifice bunt, for sure. That one misses in the dirt. Meigs County catcher does a good job of keeping it in front of him. 1 ball, no strikes. And just notice right now that you're exactly right on the Meigs County uniforms. Those definitely are a military green. The catcher wearing a camo, pretty neat-looking gear back behind the plate.
Yeah, that's what it looked like before the game. I was standing up close to it. It looked like it was.
He does drop to square a bunt, and he drops a good one down, and the Meigs County pitcher decided to try to get Corbin out at third, and he throws it away. So what a big break for the Chargers. As Hudson Reed was trying to give himself up and move the runners over, but Crisp thought he could make the play at third and get the force out, but he throws it away, as it would have been a bang-bang play either way. I'm not sure he would have had him out even if it was a good throw.
Number 17, Ryan Moore.
He had to come off the mound on the right side, and probably would have been better off just to hold the ball in that situation, not even throw, because it would have been a very difficult throw to turn and throw back to first base from that spot. I've seen so many pitchers when they try to turn slip in the infield make a bad throw. Probably should have held on to it.
So Hudson Reed did his job and even got a little bit extra on the bunt as Crisp threw the ball away at third. It allowed Corbin Frisbee to score all the way from second on the sac bunt and move Kenson Wilcox over to third on the throwing error, and Hudson Reed took second. Now Ryan Moore at the plate with nobody out, men on second and third. Central leading 3-2. Takes that one out of the zone, evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, good chance to open this game up right here with nobody out. Man on second and third, pretty good hitter at the plate. So hit that ball at least deep in the infield, make them field it clean, because middle infield especially is playing back again and conceding the run. At least get that run across the plate somewhere. Put the bat on the ball.
Moore lays off of a pitch well outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. So that's an interesting ruling. If you're Hudson Reed there, you're trying to sacrifice yourself out, which doesn't count as an at-bat. But now with the error, it goes in against his average for the year. But he'll take it, scoring a run and moving the runners over 2 bases. So now 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ryan as he swings through that one.
Yeah, that's tough. It does hurt him on his batting average, but I doubt that he's thinking of that as it scored a run or moved the runners over.
Moore fights that one off in the dirt. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. No, you're definitely happy to score that run there. Just an interesting caveat for those listening. That does change the ruling and the stats on that play.
Listen at you using those big words. What does that word mean? Mama taught you a long time ago not to say words you don't know what they mean.
That's a food, right? Caveat, that's a food?
Whatever you say, buddy, whatever you say.
Good at bat here from Ryan as he battles now to a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
I do good to speak the South English, you know. I can't say those big fancy words like that. Proud of you, though.
Another good battle there. As that easily could have been catcher interference. It sounded like he caught the mitt of the Meigs County catcher. But either way, it'll be a foul ball. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. I think Ryan, you could tell he had an interesting reaction there, and it sort of sounded like it, too.
Yeah, there was a double click there. I think if it actually happened, you would have seen Shepard running down the line. That's
a good point. And it doesn't matter as Ryan Moore takes one off the inside corner and reaches via a walk. So same result either way. So now the Chargers have bases loaded, nobody out, bringing up Austin Evans. He grounded out to second to end the first inning. Now we are going to see the infield in. No, we're not. They changed their mind here.
Yeah, the shortstop second baseman came up thinking that, but Walker Malone waved him back. So still going to concede the run and get the out. Maybe the double play, I guess, is what Walker's thinking.
So Crisp going out of the windup with the bases loaded. That one misses up and out of the zone to Austin Evans. 1 ball, no strikes.
This could be and should be a big inning for the Chargers. Bases loaded and nobody out.
Evans had the red light there. He takes a fastball for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Meigs County infield playing deep, like you said, and double played that. But Evans does have wheels at the plate, so it'll take a really good transfer if he's able to put the ball in play. He pulls his head out on that one and swings through it. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good location on that fastball for Crisp at the outside corner. Great location there in a big-time situation.
And he blows that one by Evans for a swinging strike 3, 1 out. So that brings up Jesse Holden. He'll now be hitting with bases loaded and 1 out. Central did score 1 on that wild sacrifice bunt play earlier, so leading 3-2 here in the bottom of the 3rd. Crisp is really bringing it now that the base is loaded. So he blows that one by Holden on an awkward-looking half swing. No balls, 1 strike.
Put the ball in play. Just put the ball in play somewhere and guarantee you a run here.
Chases 1 out of the zone behind no balls, 2 strikes. And you can tell, I believe Meigs County's taking the strategy of just try to beat them with your best pitch and throw it by them. And so far it's working. See if Holden can choke and poke here and put the ball in play. But he has shown a very good curveball tonight, too, when he can locate it. So we'll see what he goes with. Nope, it's another here's my best and see what you can do with it. And he misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, good location, that situation. And good job by holding up, not swinging at that pitch with 2 strikes.
Another fastball, and he blows that one by Holden as well. So he has really bared down here in Crisp, the pitcher for Meigs County. Back-to-back strikeouts on nothing but fastballs retires Holden. That brings up Chase Nichols. He had the big hit there in the second inning as he stayed back on one of those outside fastballs and flipped it over the first baseman's head. He could at least score 2 if he can have that same result here. So we'll see what Chase can do as he needs to put the ball in play and see what can happen.
Good job by Chris, striking out 2 in a row with bases loaded.
First pitch swinging is Nichols, and he fouls that one back over the net. No balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, duplicate what you did previously. Just drop it over the first baseman's head out there in the outfield, and that'll at least score 2.
First off-speed pitch, we've seen it a little bit from Crisp, and it misses low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. So I got to imagine now it's going to be a heavy dose of fastballs once again. They gave him a chance with a curveball, and it wasn't anywhere close. There's a fastball, and Nichols swings at it, fouls it back over the net once again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, bases loaded.
May see the breaking ball here with it 1 and 2. In that situation, try to throw something that's not too good. At least breaking ball speed something. And he may come back with a fastball. He did it the last 2 batters.
Catcher goes outside. There's the off-speed pitch, and Nichols swings through it. So, wow, what a swing of events there. The Chargers did score 1 to take the lead, but then had the bases loaded and nobody out. And Caden Crisp from Meigs County, can't say enough about that performance right there. Is back-to-back-to-back strikeouts, retires the side there for the Chargers. So what could have been a big inning resulted in 1 run there, and Central does take the lead as we head to the top of the 4th. Central leading 3-2. Meigs County will be at Caden Crisp. Gets to come right out and hit after that, and how he dug down deep there and got 3 strikeouts. So he'll lead off the inning, followed by Gunnar Lunsford and then Titus Fowler. Central leading 3-2. We're headed to the top of the 4th. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Central did take the lead 3-2 in the bottom of the 3rd, but left the bases loaded. So 3-2 game here in the top of the 4th. Hunter Rayburn still on the mound for the Chargers. Meigs will be led off by their pitcher, Caden Crisp, who is 0 for 1 on the night. He struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. So good pitch there from Hunter as he's ahead, no balls, 1 strike.
Oh, the Chargers had a great opportunity there in the bottom of the 3rd. Did get the go-ahead run, but left bases loaded.
That one misses out, but it was a good pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike.
See if Rayburn can have a big inning here. Need to get them 3 up, 3
Swinging,
down.
that one's out in no man's land once again, but Nichols is able to run it down. So another good play by Chase out in that no man's land behind second base. So 1 up, 1 down here for the Chargers in the 4th, and that'll bring up designated hitter Gunnar Lunsford. He's 0 for 1 on the night. He grounded out to Nichols at second base in the 2nd inning.
Gunnar Lunsford.
Great play there by second baseman for the Chargers. Had to come a long way for that one. Ball hung up there just long enough for him to get there. That is no man's land, like you said.
So that one misses out of the zone. Up, 1 ball, no strikes. So it'll be big again if Hunter Rayburn and the Chargers can get another shutdown inning after scoring 1 to tie it in the 3rd. Great pitch there, catches the outside corner and evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's hit right back up the middle again. Hits that big mound out there and kicks out into center field. So that one right by the feet of Hunter Rayburn and gets into center field for a single from Gunnar Lunsford. That puts him on first base with 1 out and brings up right fielder Titus Fowler. He popped up to second to end the 2nd inning. Now he's hitting with a man on first and 1 out.
Solid hit back up the middle. I thought Hunter might have a chance on that one, but it was hit pretty hard. Got by him pretty fast. And Meigs has a runner on here in the top of the 4th.
Thankfully, he was able to get his leg out of the way there. First pitch swinging here from Fowler, hit right back at us. No balls, 1 strike. It was hit so hard it hit the mound on the fly, and it almost looked like it was going to kick straight to Nichols over at second base, but did skate through the infield.
Yeah, it scooted through there pretty quick.
Swinging at that one as well, fouled back into the net. No balls, 2 strikes.
Come inside with him again. He struggled that time, just barely get the bat on him. I think I'd go with a fastball on the inside corner. Once again, he's up on top of the plate.
Fastball is grounded over to Dylan Jacobs, flips it out to Chase Nichols, and it's dropped at second base. So tough break there for the Chargers at what looked like a good turn, but Nichols unable to corral it in, so Fowler will reach on the E4, and now that puts men on first and second and brings up third baseman Tucker Brewer hitting in the 9-hole. He's the one that hit the rocket back at Rayburn last inning, and he was able to corral it, so we'll see what he can do here.
If you ever played in the middle infield, second or shortstop, that happens sometimes when you think about making that throw to first before you secure the ball, and that's what appeared to have happened that time. Just it's got to secure it, get that sure out at second, then turn and throw.
Saw that big guy barreling in there as well. Looks like we are going to have a pinch runner out at second. I can't see a number out there. Number 44, Aiden Ingham, pinch running at second base for Meigs County. 1 out, men on first and second. Tucker Brewer, the third baseman, 0 for 1, lined out to Hunter Rayburn. Good first pitch there from Hunter on a curveball, and it's fouled over the net. No balls, 1 strike.
What's the rule now? Can he re-enter once he's pinch run for?
Yes, he can re-enter. Curveball misses off the outside corner to even the count at 1-1. I believe the rule, I could be mistaken, but I believe it's 1 free re-entry, and then you're burned on the second substitution.
That's probably it, yes. I'm just old school. You pinch run, you're out of there.
That one catches the outside corner on a curveball. Rayburn ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Great pitch there by Hunter. Love to see that same location, same breaking ball on this pitch.
Nichols holding the runner tight at second. Curveball there, but he leaves it up, and it misses up and out of the zone. Count now even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Would love to see the miss with the breaking ball be down in the dirt. It's a dangerous leave. Oh, good fastball from Hunter. He thought he had him, but it must have been low. Count now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second. Tucker Brewer at the plate. And that one misses low and out of the zone for ball 4.
That's a tough one there. You're up 1 and 2 and end up walking the batter. That's tough, that situation.
Back to the top of the order.
So Rayburn loses him, puts him on first on a walk, and that does flip the lineup for Meigs County and brings up their leadoff hitter, Maddox Andrews, in a big spot here with the bases loaded. Central leading 3-2, 1 out. Andrews did have the big double in left center field gap in his last at bat and later came around to score the second run of the game. He has both runs scored tonight for Meigs County. First pitch swinging in there, and he swings through a breaking ball. No balls, 1 strike.
Tough spot here, top of the order, up bases loaded, 1 out. So tough situation here for Hunter. Strong young man, maybe he can pitch out of it right here.
So the curveball misses out, 1 ball, 1 strike. Similar situation to what the Chargers just had in the bottom of the third. And Crisp was able to dig deep and get the 3 strikeouts there. A little different situation, though, and Meigs County's at the top of their lineup. Fouls that one back into the net. Rayburn quickly ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's been ahead early and often tonight, but we'll see if he can put him away.
Throw that same location right there. The batter just barely got his bat on the ball as that one was a bit outside, but he went for it. So throw the same pitch right here, I believe.
I would do the same thing and trust McKee to keep it in front of him. We'll see what Shep goes with. And that one misses well behind him. He says it hit him, but Kreisman's not going to give him that. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now.
I don't think that one hit him. He got out of the way of that one. It popped out of McKee's mitt, but I don't think that one hit him at all.
You got to sell it a little bit better than that, too. All he did was pat himself. He should have flopped around there.
A little LeBron James there.
Good pitch there from Hunter, but that one's going to be out into shallow right field. Ryan Moore camped under it. We'll see what Walker does with the runner at third. He does send him Good throw from Ryan. We got a play at the plate. Oh, but it took a bad hop on the throw from Ryan. The throw beat him, but it took a big hop there. If it had skipped down, Ryan had him beat by 2 steps. So tough break. But Maddox Andrews does his job and ties the game on a sac fly out to right field.
That was a great throw. Great throw. As you said, as it approached the plate, hit the grass there right in front of the turf and took a big hop up, and or he would have had him at the plate. But I think it should have been a Chipper Jones infield fly rule myself.
Jim Joyce is not out there. That one misses off the inside corner. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs. Now we have a tie game, 3-3 here in the top of the 4th. Men on first and second. That one misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. The hitter for Meigs County, Adam Mason. He's 0 for 0 on the night with a sac bunt and a sac fly. That's going to get a quick mound visit from Coach Hefner. So we got a good game tonight. Both teams scratching, neither team pulling away. Both teams have had plenty of opportunities. 3-3 here in the top of the 4th.
What's the hit totals for both squads? Had a lot of base runners, but I don't think we've had that many hits.
No, Meigs County has 3 hits and Central has 5 hits. Both teams with 2 errors. Hunter Rayburn has walked 2, and Caden Crisp has walked 3. So lots of base runners, some big hits, a lot of extra base hits on the 8 hits that we've had tonight. We've had at least 3 extra base hits. So Coach Hefner retreats back to the dugout. Rayburn behind 2 balls, no strikes. Men on first and second. That one misses up and in, so 3-0, and you got to think Mason has the red light.
Yeah, I would think so. He's one of your top hitters, hitting up in the order with runner in scoring position. I think he might get it here. Nope.
Squares to bunt, pulls it back, no intention of bunting, and that one misses off the outside corner. So walk from Hunter Rayburn puts Mason on first base, and that loads the bases now with 1 out for Bowen Combs. Looks like we're going to have a mound visit from Coach Shepard, which will bring on a pitching change. And it looks like Ryan Moore is going to enter the game from right field. While we get this situated, we'll take a quick break and we'll update everybody in just a minute. All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Ryan Moore coming in the game from right field, and Hunter Rayburn will replace him. So just a little switch there for the defense. Ryan Moore in the game. He did pitch last night through 18 pitches. Ended up taking an unfortunate loss at Meigs County last night. So now he enters in a big spot. The 3 runners on base will be Hunter Rayburn's. First pitch, and Ryan Moore does a phenomenal job. That's going to be a tough play. Oh, wow. So Evans broke back on the pitch. Wow, he broke back on it, and that wind whipped it in. So that was a single that dropped in front of Austin Evans. What looked like we were going to get out of the inning here now results in 2 runs for Meigs County. as Bowen Combs with a single to center field that scores the runner on third and the runner on second, and he moves up to second on the throw from Austin Evans. So 2 RBI single from Bowen Combs and a tough break for the Chargers.
Yeah, it was tough. A wind kind of blowing in, I think, helped that ball up just a little bit. And center fielder could not get to it in time and scored 2 runs. That's a tough break.
So Ryan Moore pounding the strike zone again. No balls, 1 strike on a first pitch breaking ball. So now we have men on second and third, 2 outs. Meigs County leading 5-3 in the top of the 4th. 4-hole hitter Brody Goins at the plate. Good pitch from Ryan, but misses off the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just one simple mistake here cost the Chargers 3 runs as far as that bobbled ball at second base. But they got the bats to come back in this game.
Oh, that ball had a lot of break on it. Buckled Goins, but misses off the inside corner. Goins on the night is 1 for 2 with a single to left field and then reached on an error in his last at bat. Yeah, lots of baseball left to be played here in Inglewood. Good curveball there again from Ryan. Gets Goins swinging, so now count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Men on second and third and 2 outs. And this is a pivotal at bat for this game.
Sure is. In this situation, 2 more runs here make it difficult for the Chargers.
And that one is hit out to center field and going to fall in front of Austin Evans as well. He's going to come up throwing to the plate, but it's going to be not in time. So another 2 RBI single out into shallow center field as Brody Goins takes second on the throw from Austin Evans, but the damage is done as Meigs County scores 2 more runs on the single to center field.
2 little dink hits and 4 runs off those 2 little singles, shallow center field. It shows up as line drives in the scorebook as they drive 2 more in here in the top of the 4th.
So lots of baseball left to be played here as Central will have at least 4 more at bats, but currently trailing 7-3 here in the top of the 4th after coming into the inning leading 3-2. That first pitch from Ryan Moore misses outside, 1 ball, no strikes. The hitter for Meigs County is their 9th hitter of the inning, Briar Roberts, first baseman. He's 0 for 2 on the night with a fly out to left or fly out to right and a line out to center. Moore behind 2 balls, no strikes.
Moore's doing a good job of throwing the ball across the plate and getting strikes. Just those 2 little singles. I mean, just 2 balls that fell perfectly right behind second base.
Another one out into the similar territory, but Hunter Rayburn's going to run under this one. That wind is really whipping, but Hunter is able to reel that one in. But a big inning there for Meigs County as they score 5 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits. 1 error, and it was a big one, and they do leave 2 men on. So Chargers currently trailing 7-3 as we head to the bottom of the 4th, but we will be at the top of the lineup in Dylan Jacobs, Hunter Rayburn, and Corbin Frisbee. So stick with us. We'll see what we can do here in the bottom of the 4th. Thank you again to Suburban Propane for allowing us to bring this broadcast to those who couldn't join us tonight, and thank you for joining us. We appreciate it, and thank you to Josh Bogus for allowing this broadcast to be possible. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Big top of the 4th inning for Meigs County as they scratch across 5 runs, only 1 of them being earned in that inning. So Meigs County leading 7-3 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. But the Chargers are right back at the top of the order in Dylan Jacobs, Hunter Rayburn, and Corbin Frisbee. So we'll see how they answer.
Well, the difference in that top of the 4th and the bottom of the 3rd is Meigs got the runners across Central left them stranded.
First pitch from Chris paints the outside corner. No balls, one strike. And that's a good point. Central did have a lot of noise there in the third with only one run to show from it after leaving the bases loaded. So we'll see if we can get the bats back in action. That one misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Dylan Jacobs. He's 0 for 1 on the night. 0 for 2, sorry. Flew, popped up to second and then reached on a fielder's choice.
Top of the order here. Let's get those runs back now.
So just like last time, third base playing in on the grass to Dylan. He swings, fouls that one over the net behind 1 ball, 2 strikes. Chargers are right where they want to be in the lineup to be able to knock off some of that momentum gained by the Tigers there in the fourth. Infield playing just about as straight up as you can. Same with the outfield. That one misses outside. Good take from Dylan. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, just get on any way you can. We'd take a walk in this situation, get things started here in the bottom of the fourth, down 4 runs. Just any way you can get on.
That one also misses up and out. 3 balls, 2 strikes, so good battle here from Jacobs. Fouls that one back into the net, so 7th pitch incoming here. Still a full count.
Just keep battling, Dylan, keep battling. We need base runners right here. Chris is throwing strikes, and Dylan's hanging in there.
Great at bat from your leadoff man as a 7-pitch walk to Dylan Jacobs puts him on first base, and that brings up Hunter Rayburn, who's 1 for 2 on the night. Reached on an infield single in the first inning, later came around to score and then lined out to third in the second inning. Hitting now, Central trailing 7-3, but a runner on first, nobody out.
Patient at the plate. Need a bunch of runs, 1 base at a time.
Hanging curveball there, and Hunter's eyes lit up, but he fouls it straight back into the net. No balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, those say 'em, you hang 'em, they get banged. So that was a good pitch, take a good drive on, but a little late on the swing.
Jacobs already with 1 stolen base on the night, standing out at first. Aggressive lead, does not take off on the pitch. That one misses outside. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sun's starting to go down here in Inglewood. We'll see if the ball starts to fly a little bit. Throw behind Jacobs, but he's back safely.
Good lead by Dylan. Got in there easily on the throwback. Get the good 3, 4, 5 foot, 5-step lead over there. It's a good lead there.
Rayburn lays off the off speed that bounces in there. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one misses outside as well. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Another good at bat from the Chargers. Hunter Rayburn fell behind, no balls, 1 strike. Battle back to 3-1.
Chris may be getting tired. He's missing quite a bit with these first 2 batters.
That was his 80th pitch of the night, so he is getting up there. Oh, Hunter Rayburn would like to have that pitch back as it was a hanging curveball, but he just misses it. Flies it out to left field. It's reeled in, so Jacobs retreats to first, and Rayburn is retired on the F7 for the first out of the inning. That brings up the hottest hitter in the park in Corbin Frisbee. He's 2 for 2 on the night with 2 runs scored. Had an RBI triple in the first inning, then a single in the third. Later came around to score.
Yep, good swing on that one, and he hung another one up there for him. But that one went a little deeper than the 2 hits for Meigs County. They drove in 4 runs, but unfortunately for the Chargers, didn't get anything out of it.
Jacobs takes off on the pitch, and it was a really good read. That one's in the dirt, and Jacobs is in at second with no throw. So Dylan's second stolen base of the night puts him in scoring position for Corbin.
No need to gamble. Need every run we can get. Take your time, base at a time if we have to. Need 4.
Swings through the fastball at his letters. 1 ball, 1 strike. The on-deck circle, we have Kenson Wilcox, who's 1 for 1 with a triple and a walk, also swinging a very hot bat for the Chargers. So Chargers right where they want to be. And this is the group that got the party started in the third as well. Good pitch from Crisp, gets the outside corner. Frisbee behind, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Shouldn't have said anything. Ever since I mentioned he looked like he was struggling a little bit, now he's throwing strikes. So I'll keep this big fat mouth shut.
Frisbee puts a good right into that one, and that's got the left fielder retreating. And that ball is off the wall. That's going to be at least a double for Corbin, and Shepard will hold Jacobs at third as he had to hesitate out there at second to see if the left fielder was going to get to that one. But he does move up to third, so the third hit of the night for Corbin Frisbee, his second extra base hit. That puts men on second and third and 1 out for Kenson Wilcox.
Kenson Wilcox.
Well, Jacobs was kind of hung up there at second base as to whether or not the left fielder for Meigs was going to come up with that ball. He didn't, so all he could advance was one base to get to third on that one. But that was about 2 foot from going out of here. Would have been a big home run there, but we got runners in scoring position. Let's take advantage of it this time.
So good call there from Shep holding Jacobs. You don't want to make the second out at home plate. Wilcox puts a good swing on that one, but fouls it straight back behind no balls, 1 strike. As mentioned, Chargers trailing 7-3, so every run is critical at this moment. 2 men in scoring position for senior Kenson Wilcox, who's 1 for 1 on the night. In the first inning, he had a big RBI triple into right center field, and then he drew a walk in his second at bat. So this is who the Chargers want up right now. Another good swing. He's right on it as he fouls that one back into the net behind no balls, 2 strikes.
Not trying to fool him. Threw him 2 fastballs right there, just trying to throw it by him. Be surprised if you don't see the curveball here.
You would think it'd be a good opportunity for it. Again, Meigs County middle infield's playing back. And he hits it right to the shortstop, so that will score it 1 run. So Wilcox does his job. That does scratch across the 4th run of the game for the Chargers and moves Frisbee over to third. Wilcox retired on the 6-3 put out. Good play by the shortstop for Meigs County. That brings up Hudson Reed. He's 0 for 1 on the night. He walked in his first at bat, reached on an error by the pitcher that started the craziness last inning as he was trying to sack bunt. So now he's hitting with a man on third, 2 outs. Chargers trailing 7-4. 1 run across the board. Chases a curveball in the dirt behind no balls, 1 strike.
Need that run across any way we can right now. Don't leave them out there. Pass the ball would be great.
Another curveball there, and Hudson swings through it. No balls, 2 strikes. So pitching backwards this at bat compared to every other one. Back-to-back curveballs. We'll see what he comes with on 0-2. And it's another one, and Reed fights it off into the central dugout. No balls, 2 strikes.
I wouldn't throw any other pitch if I'm Meigs County. Just keep throwing that curveball up there and make him hit it. When you're up in the count 0-2, maybe he'll hang one right here and drive it in left center field.
Hudson has some pop as he is 1 of 2 Chargers with a home run on the year. Good job laying off that curveball. He did not take the bait on the one in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good job by the Meigs County catcher blocking that one up too, keeping it from getting by him with the runner on third. So good pitch, good play by the catcher.
A little off-speed pitch retires Hudson Reed looking. So Central does scratch across 1 run to make it a 7-4 game. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base here in the 4th for the Chargers. So as we head to the top of the 5th, Meigs County leading 7-4. They'll be right back at the top of the order. Or sorry, not at the top of the order. They'll be at 6, 7, 8 in Caden Crisp, Gunnar Lunsford, and Titus Fowler, right where they started in the 4th inning as Meigs County hit around. So 7-4. Looks like we may have another pitching change here for the Chargers, as looks like Chase Nichols is going to take the mound. Ryan Moore back out to right field. That will likely bring Hunter Rayburn into third base and Dylan Jacobs over to second. And that's exactly what they do. So Chase Nichols now entering a 7-4 game here in the top of the fifth. Nichols has done a really good job in relief. 4 appearances, only 1 start on the year. He is 1-0. I don't want to say his ERA, but you can read between the lines. 4.2 innings pitched, only giving up 1 hit, walked 2, and struck out 3. So we'll see if Chase can keep Meigs off the board here in the fifth, and the Chargers can answer. So as Chase warms up, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
In relief for the
Welcome back,
Chargers.
everybody. Central scores 1 in the bottom of the fourth to make it a 7-4 game. Another pitching change for the Chargers brings in number 21, Chase Nichols. He started the game at second, so that forces some more defensive changes. As Hunter Rayburn moves over to third, Dylan Jacobs moves to second, and Ryan Moore back out to right field. Good first pitch there from Chase. Gets ahead, no balls, 1 strike.
It's obvious what the difference in this game has been so far, and that's Meigs has been able to drive in runners in scoring position, and Central has left a lot on the bases. Left bases loaded in the bottom of the third, left 1 man in scoring position in the bottom of the fourth.
So curveball from Chase catches the inside corner, no balls, 2 strikes, and yes, Central has left at least 1 man on in every inning so far. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the third, and 1 in the fourth. So 7 men left on base. Swinging at one that was well outside of the left-handed hitter's batter's box. So that's strike 3 for Caden Crisp, and Chase does his job getting the first out of the inning. That brings up designated hitter Gunnar Lunsford. He's 1 for 2 on the night, grounded out to second, and then had a single and later came around to score in the fourth.
Great pitch there, great pitch. He was in Chris' head that time. He threw that breaking ball way out of the zone, and Chris knew the breaking ball was coming, but that wasn't even close to the plate.
Chase blows that one by Lunsford for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike.
Coming in throwing strikes. That's what you want when you're anytime, but especially when you're down 3 runs.
That one misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 7-4 here in the bottom of the fourth, or top of the fifth, sorry. Central has left 7 men on base. Meigs County has also left 5 men on base. So lots of action, lots of men left on base tonight for both teams. Lunsford lays off that curveball, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Talking about breaking balls, we were talking about the Mason family earlier. Larry, who's the grandfather of Adam, who plays for Meigs, he threw curveball after curveball after curveball. Boy, he's a good pitcher, though.
Great pitch there from Chase, evens the count at 2-2.
Played together summer ball when we were in high school, and he was a pitcher you could count on. He'd come in and throw strikes.
Good pitch from Chase, but Lunsford does not take the bait on the outside curveball. Count now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. It's it's obvious what Chase's bread and butter is, and it's that off speed. So we'll see what he comes back with on 3-2. And it's a fastball, but Lunsford battles it off. Count remains full.
That was a good pitch. It was down a little bit. Fastball, they got him to chase just a little and barely got his bat on. That's a good choice right there. You may see a breaking ball right here.
McKee goes outside. And there's the fastball, but it misses up and in. So that will be ball 4 to Gunnar Lunsford. He'll take first base and brings up right fielder Titus Fowler. He's 0 for 2 on the night. Popped up to second.
In the order for the
And then
Tigers,
reached on the
number 3,
error that
Titus
started all
Fowler.
of the mess last inning for the Chargers.
Squeeze the baseball. We don't need any other runs scoring here in this inning. Squeeze the baseball, make the out right here.
First pitch misses low. 1 ball, no strikes.
Good looking breaking ball. Looked like it caught the corner, but Rodney, umpire behind the plate, is a good one. Thought it was down a little bit.
That one does not miss, as that one's right down the middle with a lot of break. 1 ball, 1 strike. One count, 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Runner on first. Another good off-speed pitch makes Fowler look silly on the swing and miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Great pitch. He's got that curveball breaking well here this inning coming in. Right around the plate with every pitch or out of it just a little bit to make him swing.
And another one, and that's going to be popped up right on the middle of the infield. Nichols, the normal infielder, has no problem reeling that one in for the second out of the inning.
It's different from in high school. You got athletes, that play multiple positions. When you move up and play beyond high school, that's a catcher's ball right there. You don't want the pitcher fielding the ball. But here at this level, they play multiple spots, so it was easy out for the pitcher to come up with that pop-up.
So that brings up 9-hole hitter Tucker Brewer. He's 0 for 1 on the night. Another good first pitch curveball from Chase. Catches the inside corner, no balls, 1 strike. Brewer lined out to Hunter Rayburn in the 3rd inning, then reached on a walk in the 4th and later came around to score. Another good pitch. It's going to be a 2-hopper out to Kenson Wilcox at short, who flips it to Dylan Jacobs at second. So Chase Nichols comes in, does his job.
Some more of our sponsors for
No runs scored here in the 5th. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base for the Tigers in the 5th. And that brings up the Chargers, trailing 7-4. They'll be at 6, 7, 8. Ryan Moore, Austin Evans, and Jesse Holden. We'll see if Crisp stays in the game for Meigs County, as his pitch count is starting to get up there. He's thrown 93 pitches through the first 4 innings, so it looks like we probably will see a change as Walker Malone, the coach for Meigs County, is coming up to talk to the umpire. So we'll take a quick break while we figure things out, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. We did have a pitching change there as expected. That brings in center fielder Bowen Combs, and Meigs County just swaps him out. Pitcher Caden Crisp goes out to center field. So new pitcher for Meigs in the game. Central will be at 6, 7, 8. Ryan Moore, Austin Evans, Jesse Holden. Final line on Caden Crisp was 4 innings pitched, 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them being earned. Walked 4 and struck out 6.
Looks like this pitcher from Meigs County's got a little more giddy up on it.
And Ryan Moore will take that one right between the numbers and take first base on a first pitch hit by pitch. So good way to start the inning for the Chargers, and that'll bring up Austin Evans, center fielder. He's 0 for 2 on the night, grounded out to second, struck out in his last at bat.
Number 7, Austin Evans.
You know, the best athlete I ever seen on the mound was Skidmore. Skidmore is all world, you know. He could play anywhere. That'd be Chris the daddy.
Oh, don't make him any more cocky than he already is.
That's all right. Go Big Orange.
That one misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Austin Evans.
Chris was a good pitcher at McMinn County High School. Went on to play at East Tennessee State. He was a good athlete.
That one misses outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. And his son Spencer came over to Central as a senior and was part of that big sub-state run for the Chargers a few years ago. Now playing up at King. Evans swings through a fastball up and out of the zone. Count now even at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Every pitch counts now, especially deep in the game, bottom of the 5th, down 3 runs. Make sure you're swinging at good pitches. Yeah, this pitcher from Meigs got a little more giddy up on it than previous ones, throwing the ball well so far.
Ryan Moore on first base after taking a hit by pitch. Austin Evans at the plate. Takes a strike on the outside corner, and he's retired looking for the first out of the inning. So 1 out, runner on first brings up Jesse Holden, who's 0 for 2 on the night with 2 strikeouts. We'll see if he can get something going here.
Number 25, Jesse Holden.
1 at a time, 1 base at a time. Let's get the runs in.
That one misses off the outside corner for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Swings through that one. Count even, 1-1.
Nothing much off speed. He's just throwing it down the middle. Catch up with it if you can. Like I said several times previously, he's got a little more giddy up on that fastball.
Blows that one by Holden as well. Quickly behind, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Don't much care for the yellow shoes, but other than that, he's throwing the ball well.
Ryan Moore takes off on the pitch, and it was a good one as that one was well out of the zone. So now 2-2 with a runner in scoring position after Moore takes second on the stolen base.
No reason to throw that down there when you're up 7-4 in that situation. Just let him go, whether it was outside or down the middle.
Holden swings through that one, and he's retired swinging for the second out of the inning. And that brings up Chase Nichols, who came in to pitch last inning, did a phenomenal job. He's 1 for 2 on the night with a single, then struck out in his last at bat. He's hitting now with Ryan Moore on second and 2 outs. Central trailing 7-4 here in the bottom of the 5th. If Chase can stay back on one of those outside fastballs, that 3-4 hole is wide open for him. That one misses out from Combs. 1 ball, no strikes.
You would think as well as he's throwing the fastball that second baseman might move a little bit more toward first, but he's playing up the middle.
Chase swings through one up, 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's coming in throwing BBs. We just can't catch up to him.
Would love to see Chase get on here and flip the order. Good pitch, and he gets the generous call on the outside corner, but he has been calling that both ways all night. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nichols swings through that one as well. So after Ryan Moore reaches on the first pitch of the inning on a hit by pitch, Combs does his job and strikes out the Chargers in order. So now as we head to the top of the sixth, Central trailing 7-4. Meigs County will be back at the top of their lineup in Maddox, Andrews, Adam Mason, and Bowen Combs. 7-4. Stick with us. We'll see what the Chargers can do. Thank you again to Suburban Propane for allowing this broadcast to be possible, and thank you all for joining us tonight. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
All
right, welcome back, everybody. We're here in the top of the sixth in Inglewood in District 3AA matchup between Central Chargers and Meigs County Tigers. Meigs County currently leading 7-4. Hunter Rayburn started the game for the Chargers, went 3 2/3, 3 hits, 6 runs, only one of them earned, 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. So Central has 2 errors on the night, but they were big ones, and that caused the big inning there in the fourth, where Meigs County scored 5 to take the lead. Then Ryan Moore came in through a third of an inning, gave up 2 hits, 1 run. It was an earned run, no walks and no strikeouts. Chase Nichols has come in after that and done a really good job keeping him off balance. No balls, 1 strike, as Maddox Andrews fouls that one back at the press box.
Completely different as far as the 2 pitching changes that have been made. Central coming in throwing breaking balls, and the Meigs County pitcher coming in throwing heat.
Good pitch there from Chase. Another curveball, no balls, 2 strikes.
Rodney getting a little slow like me, getting that signal out for a strike. It would be everybody be in the dugout time I raise my arm up.
Another curveball. That one was left up, but it was missed by Andrews and fouled straight back into the net. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Andrews on the night. He's had a big night. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning, later came around to score the first run of the game, then had an RBI double, or sorry, not an RBI double, but a double, and then came around to score in the third, and then had a sac fly in his last at bat. Good pitch there from Nichols, but Andrews does not take the bait. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's a good pitch, good location. They're trying to get him to chase it a little bit. Just off the edge of the plate, maybe up just a little bit. Good pitch there, 0-2.
That one's hit hard to Hunter Rayburn. He fields it over at third, throws a strike across the diamond, makes it look easy. So 5-3 put out starts the 6th through the Chargers, and that will bring up Adam Mason. He's 0 for 0 on the night, even though he's had 3 at-bats. So sac bunt in the first, sac fly in the third, and then he walked in the fourth. Another first pitch curveball from Nichols, but that one misses up and out of the zone. 1 ball, no strikes.
Nichols is doing exactly what you want him to do when you put in this situation, coming in the relief, throwing strikes.
That one misses up and out as well. 2 balls, no strikes. Chase has done a really good job of working ahead. Now we'll see what he can do down 2 balls, no strikes. He bounces back with a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Good pitch there. Good pitch, breaking ball again. Stayed in the zone that time. Good pitch by Nichols.
It's going to be a hard shot out to Kenson. One hop, he fields it cleanly and throws a strike across the diamond. So another put out here on the infield, 6-3 for the second out of the inning. Nichols pitching to contact, and his boys are making the plays. That brings up three-hole hitter Bowen Combs. He's 1 for 2 on the night, struck out in the first, reached on a walk in the third, and then had a single in the big fourth for Meigs County.
You know, what could have been a big inning for Meigs at the top of the order. So far, Nichols has got the first 2 batters out on ground balls.
Seen nothing but first pitch curveballs. He tries to sneak a fastball in there, but it misses up. 1 ball, no strikes. That one misses out. 2 balls, no strikes. Combs started the game in center field for Meigs County, then came in to pitch in the last inning and threw a phenomenal inning for the Tigers. McKee goes outside, count 2-0. 2-0 swinging, and he pops it up out to shallow right field. Ryan Moore has to come a long ways, but Dylan Jacobs calls him off and runs over and makes the play. So 3 up, 3 down on the 1-2-3 hitters. Exactly what the Chargers needed here in the 6th. As Nichols retires him in order. That will bring us to the bottom of the 6th, and Central is right where they want to be here. At 1-2-3, Dylan Jacobs, Hunter Rayburn, Corbin Frisbee will start hopefully a party here in the bottom of the 6th. Central currently trailing 7-4 here in this District 3AA matchup. It's a big game. We'll see if the Chargers can answer. Thank you again to Suburban Propane for allowing this broadcast to be possible, and we appreciate those of you who have joined us on Bogus Videography. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
In the bottom of the 6th.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here in Inglewood in the bottom of the 6th of this District 3AA matchup between Central and Meigs County. Meigs County currently leading 7-4, but Central is at the top of the lineup, and Dylan Jacobs, Hunter Rayburn, and Corbin Frisbee. Jacobs on the night is 1 for 2, popped up to second, reached on a fielder's choice, 0 for 2. Takes the first pitch fastball on the outside corner, no balls, 1 strike.
Big inning here. You know, you're down 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th, got the top of the order up. Big inning here for the Chargers. Need to get a couple at least this inning.
Oh, good swing there from Jacobs, but a phenomenal play by Meigs County first baseman, as that ball was on a rope and it short hopped the first baseman, but he picked it, made it look easy. So tough luck there for Jacobs as he grounds out to first to start the inning.
Number 12, Hunter Rayburn.
That brings up Hunter Rayburn, who started the game on the mound, moved to right field, and now he's over at third base. He's 1 for 3 on the night. I think that may be the first off-speed pitch we've seen from Combs since he came into the game, and it misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, Jacobs hit that ball hard just right at the first baseman, made a good play.
Back-to-back off-speed. Rayburn checks his swing. Home plate umpire appeals to first, and they say he did go around, so count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, that's a tough break and a really good play by the first baseman, because if that gets by him, Jacobs is probably standing on third.
Yeah, great play there. Ball hit just right at him. Made a good play.
Fastball to Rayburn misses up. 2 balls, 1 strike. Count goes even at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fun to be out here in the Meigs Central game. A lot of fun. Most of the time they're all close games.
Heavy dose of off speed to Hunter, and that one misses low, and Hunter lays off. Count now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And you're right, it feels like a Meigs Central game because now both dugouts are getting loud and it's starting to get a little chippy. Hunter great at bat. That's not an easy one to lay off, but he does lay off and takes a walk. So he will be on first with 1 out, and that'll bring up Corbin Frisbee, who has had a huge night for the Chargers. Triple came around to score in the first, single came around to score in the third, double got left stranded at third in the fourth. So he's 3 for 3 tonight with a single, a double, and a triple.
Hey, let's hit for the cycle right here. That would be great.
Throw behind Rayburn, but he's back easily. That would be huge.
Don't see it too often in any level of baseball, but it'd be great to witness it here tonight with a home run to finish that cycle.
Pitch misses outside, 1 ball, no strikes. We got to see one 2 years ago. Hunter hit for one here at home in one of the games we were broadcasting, and that was a lot of fun. So we'd love to see Corbin do it here as well. But we'll take a hit of any kind. 2 balls, no strikes as that one misses up and out of the zone.
Yep, just a little 4 for 4 night would be okay. Just a base hit right here would be great.
Rayburn takes off on the pitch. Late throw, and it's well off target. So that one was outside. So ball 3 to Corbin Frisbee, and Hunter Rayburn reaches second on the stolen base. Looked like the catcher was sort of indecisive on whether he wanted to even throw that one or not.
Yeah, he hesitated quite a bit before he turned the ball loose, but wasn't anywhere close to second, so Hunter got there easily.
So back-to-back walks now. Oh, sorry, the one before that was called a strike. So count goes 3 balls, 1 strike now. So you don't see it often, but they are, the shortstop on the pool side is keeping Rayburn honest out there at second. That one misses well out of the zone. So back-to-back walks for Hunter Rayburn and Corbin Frisbee. And this will be the first time we've really seen at all Combs pitching with a little bit of pressure on him. And I think Coach Malone for Meigs County is thinking the same thing. He's going to go out, and I don't know if he's going to make a move or just talk to him.
Yeah, the last inning that Meigs pitcher throw, he really didn't have, like you said, didn't have any base runners that I recall in the last inning, but this time Chargers put a little pressure on him. He's walked back-to-back batters, and that's been the difference in this game so far is runners left on base. So maybe we can see the Chargers come through here in this bottom of the 6th in the top of their order. You've got your number 4 hitter up there now, so let's drive in a couple of runs right here.
So 4-hole hitter Kenson Wilcox now hitting with a man on first and second after Hunter and Corbin both reached via a walk. Kenson on the night is 1 for 2 with an RBI triple to right center field, then walked and grounded out to short. First pitch swinging on the fastball, but he's a hair late, fouls it back over the net. No balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, I don't understand the big hole between short and third there with the shortstop holding the base runner on that. With a right-handed hitter, it just didn't make any sense to me, but I guess Walker thinks they're going to be late and go to the right side.
Both runners take off, and it was a great pitch to run on. We've only seen maybe 2 curveballs from Combs, and that was one of them, and it misses down in the dirt. Catcher does a good job keeping it out in front of him, but he looks like he may have got crossed up on that one. He's going out to talk to him. But either way, that'll be a double still. That'll move Hunter Rayburn over to third, Corbin Frisbee up to second. And it was a ball, so the count is 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Kenson Wilcox at the plate representing the tying run. Gets the call there, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. Not sure there was anything that Kenson could have done with that one.
No, that was a good location with that. I really didn't think from here that was a strike, but good location with that pitch.
Combs back to working out of the windup now with men on second and third. Similar location, but that one misses a little bit lower. Count now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Third base playing even with the bag. First base playing deep. Both middle infielders playing deep. Curveball, but Kenson just once again just narrowly misses that third baseline, and that would have been a big swing, just a hair out in front. So count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that definitely would have scored 2 runs and probably at least a double on that if it stayed fair. But ifs and nuts. Let's get a base hit right here.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 men in scoring position. Curveball misses well out of the zone. Catcher tried to frame it, but you're not going to get that call. Count goes full, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Just a little outside, and that's a difficult one you ought to try to fool umpire on.
Worth a shot, I guess. Hey, another really good at bat from senior Kenson Wilcox. So back-to-back-to-back walks with 1 out. Now that loads the bases for Hudson Reed. Big kid, he can put a charge into one of 2 Chargers with home runs on the year. He is 0 for 2 on the night, reached on a walk, then reached on an error, and then struck out in his last at bat. Now hitting with the bases loaded, Chargers down 7-4 here in the bottom of the 6th, and this is the at bat of the game. Another ball, you can't bail him out on that one. That one wasn't close. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, you're right. This is a big situation here. I'm surprised to see the third baseman playing so tight up and in with a big hitter up there.
Hudson Reed with a big hack at that one, but he swings through it. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike.
If you're the outfield, you back up just a little bit, let the ball stay in front of you. Don't let the ball get behind you from Meigs County. But what you hope as a Charger is it goes over the left fielder's head right here.
Curveball misses outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. So all of a sudden, Combs is having a hard time finding the strike zone, and props to the Central hitters. They're being patient. That's not easy to do. Oh, big swing on that one as well, but a hair late over the net. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases loaded, Central trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th.
What inning was it we left them loaded? Was it 5th or the 4th that we left them loaded? 3rd, okay. Well, I'll get it right eventually.
And that will be a hit by pitch. So walk, hit by pitch. And it looks like Meigs County will be forced to make a move here. So that brings in the 5th run for the Chargers, making it a 2-run game and now putting the tying run out on second. So unconventional for the Chargers, but the hitters have been very patient and it's paying off.
Yeah, I don't understand the pitch selection in that situation. I probably would have called a fastball there because last inning he looked very good throwing the heater on almost every pitch, but went to the curveball more this inning. I think it cost him because he walked 3 batters and then hit a batter, so breaking ball wasn't working for him properly this inning. So Chargers still alive, bases loaded, 1 out.
So now another pitching change for the Tigers. That's going to bring in the shortstop Brody Goins onto the mound. So that's going to force a few other changes for the Tiger defense as Combs will likely go back out to center field. Now we'll see what they do in the infield as bringing your shortstop in to pitch. So this is a big inning for the Chargers. 7-5, came into the inning 7-4. 1 up, 1 down on Jacobs. He hit it hard but was retired. Walk, hit by pitch, and now we're at where we are, 7-5, bottom of the 6th. Base is still loaded. Tying run standing out on second, senior Ryan Moore at the plate. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. Lots of defensive changes for the Tigers. We'll try to play catch-up here as the catcher, Maddox Andrews, went out to shortstop. Shortstop, Brody Goins into pitch. Right fielder, Titus Fowler behind the plate. Combs went back out to center field, and the starting pitcher, Caden Crisp, now out in right field. That one misses up and in to Ryan Moore.
You almost want to make him throw one here. I think I would see if he could throw a take till you get a strike.
And he swings at it, and he ropes it through the 5-6 hole, and that's a big swing from senior Ryan Moore. So RBI single from Ryan Moore makes this a 7-6 game, moves the runners over to second and third, and puts him on first base. So now the tying run stands on third, and it looks like we're going to have senior Bryce Hammond now pinch hitting for Austin Evans. This will be a big opportunity for Bryce as he's been battling a hamstring injury since the Tellico game on March 10th. We've seen him pinch hit twice. He walked on 4 pitches against Sell Creek and then had a ground out last night at Meigs County. But this is a big opportunity, and at the beginning of the year, this was your 3-hole hitter. So this is a perfect chance, a really good substitution here for Coach Shepard.
Yeah, give more credit, though, the previous batter. What a great swing on that fastball. Drove it into left field. Left fielder playing fairly shallow was able to come up with it quick to prevent 2 runs from scoring. But good job by Moore.
And he hit it on a rope. So Hammond takes a first pitch strike, no balls, 1 strike. Again, bases loaded here. Central down 1 run. Tying run standing at third. Bryce Hammond pinch hitting at the plate. Swings through a curveball behind no balls, 2 strikes. Bryce in the past has done a really good job of working opposite field.
It's tough coming off that bench cold. You know, in a big situation like this, hadn't had no at-bats up to this point. Being a pinch hitter's tough role.
Especially after 2 weeks not playing. So we'll see a mound visit from Fowler out to talk to Goins. Hammond at the plate behind no balls, 2 strikes. He saw a fastball and then a curveball.
Come on, Bryce.
Got to swing at anything close here now. Just put the ball in play. Tying runs at third.
It'll be interesting to see on a ground ball how quickly he can get out of the box.
Oh, yeah!
He does a good job, gets it out, but it's going to be a shallow fly ball at the center field, and it's going to drop. But we have force plays everywhere now, and for some reason the center fielder from Meigs County throws it home instead of taking the force out at second. So RBI single, pinch hit RBI single for senior Bryce Hammond. Ties the game at 7 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, what a big hit by Bryce. Coming in cold like we were talking about pinch hitters, tough row. He stayed on that ball, hit it center field, fell in front of the center fielder. Didn't go deep enough to get the runner from second, but did drive in the tying run from third. Good job by Bryce Hammonds. Again, I'm like you. I don't understand why he didn't throw the ball to second base as far as the center fielder is concerned, because you could have had an out right there. But good break for the Chargers. Tied this game up thanks to Hammond's single to center field.
So now pinch hitting for Jesse Holden is Evan Preston, big left-handed hitter for the Chargers. He takes a daddy hack at that one, but he swings through it. No balls, 1 strike. Austin Evans re-enters the game over at first. Tie game now, completely different situation. This game flipped over on its head really quickly here in the bottom of the 6th. Infield in for the Tigers. Preston hits it to the shortstop. He fields it cleanly. He's going to make the throw home for the force out. And Hudson Reed took a really hard fall, so hopefully he's able to get up. And he is able to get up. So the shortstop for Meigs County does his job as Evan Preston grounds out to short, but he reaches on a fielder's choice. So that puts Austin Evans out on second base running for Hammond. Then over on third you have Ryan Moore.
Nichols.
Good play by the Meigs County shortstop. Fielded that one clean, playing in to stop the run at the plate. He did his job. A great throw to the plate. Glad it didn't happen with Hammond's at bat in the previous earlier, because Hammonds, I probably would have been doubled up with that hamstring problem.
And it's worthy of a note that was the starting catcher now at shortstop for Meigs County. So first ground ball he'd seen all night, and the biggest play of the night, and he came up big. So that brings up Chase Nichols now in a tie game, 7-7 here in the bottom of the 6th. Bases still loaded with 2 outs. Evan Preston on first, Austin Evans on second, Ryan Moore on third. Chase Nichols at the plate. He's 1 for 3 on the night with a single and 2 strikeouts. That one misses outside. Count goes even, 1-1.
Make them field it. Make them field it. You know, put the ball in play. Make them field it. Make them make a play. Difference here in this inning is Chargers drove in the runs this inning with 3 runs here in the bottom of the 6th.
That one misses well outside. Oh, but it gets a really good kick back to the catcher. So that's the one downside to the short backstop here in Inglewood. And that one kicks right back to the catcher. Ryan Moore really wanted to break on that one, but he put on the brakes and got back to third. So thankfully no damage done there. Count now 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs.
That was a perfect ricochet off the wall behind the catcher. Went right back, came right back to him. You're right. That is a very short distance from home plate to the wall at any level. I mean, that's a short distance there, and the ball came back directly back to the catcher, preventing the runner from third.
That one gets away from him again, but now Moore a little gun shy, and that was probably the right call because now it's a 3-ball, 1-strike count. You do not want to make the last out at home plate.
Well, you got a new catcher back there, too. You keep that in mind. He's struggling just a little bit, keeping the ball in front of him. So, new catcher in that situation, doing the best he can on some difficult pitches.
So that'll be ball 4, folks, as Chase Nichols draws the RBI walk, and the Chargers take the lead here in the bottom of the 6th, 8-7, and that'll flip it back to the top of the lineup where we started this inning. So Dylan Jacobs now hitting with the bases loaded.
8, Dylan Jacobs.
Well, what you hope here is you see another ball hit real hard, but this time not right at the first baseman, as far as driving in a couple more insurance runs here in the bottom of the 6th. Dylan swung good bat tonight.
Yes, he has, and nothing really to show for it. He squares the bunt but pulls back. Probably no intention of bunting there, but that one does miss. 1 ball, no strikes.
Third baseman was up the line really quick. I mean, kid's got good wheels from the left-handed box. Probably not a bad idea, but we'd rather see him swing.
Takes a fastball off the outside corner, so 2 balls, no strikes, and now every Meigs County pitcher coming in is struggling to throw strikes after not very many walks coming into this inning. Left-handed Dylan Jacobs at the plate. Central just took the lead 8-7 on the walk by Chase Nichols. So 4 runs here in the bottom of the 6th has completely changed this game. Nichols steps out.
Wind has died now. It's pretty much limp out there as far as the flag is concerned. So nothing's going to keep it up in the air at this point if he finds a spot out there in right center field, because the wind has completely disappeared basically.
Takes that one off the inside corner, so now 3 balls, no strikes, and you might as well not even have a bat in your hand right here. You better not swing.
You get up on top of the plate and make him throw a strike. Yes, that's 3-0 in a tight game with bases loaded. You don't want to be swinging here. I don't care how hot a bat you got. Make him throw it across.
Squares the bunt, but he is going to pull back, and that's going to be ball 4. Back-to-back walks, walk in 2 runs for the Chargers. So now it is 9-7.
Walker Malone making another entrance to the mound there. I don't know if he's going to make a change or just try to calm his pitcher down, but Central's done a great job. Scored 5 runs here in the bottom of the 6th to go up 9-7. Still got bases loaded with 2 outs, which means another walk. If it happens, means another run. So looks like he might be making a change.
And he is going to make a change, and that's going to be who started at catcher tonight, then moved to shortstop. That's going to be Maddox Andrews. So he will come on to pitch number 1 for Meigs County, and that's going to move Brody Goins back to shortstop where he started the game.
That's tough. Meigs had played good the whole game, battled the whole game, and their pitchers had thrown strikes most of the game. Then here in the bottom of the 6th, they're struggling to throw a strike, which Chargers had took advantage of to take this league. So another walk would be okay. That would give the Chargers a 3-run lead going into the 7th. Or a base hit might drive in a couple.
And you've got exactly who you want at the plate for the Chargers to put the nail in the coffin on this one in Hunter Rayburn.
Yeah, you're right. One big swing, grand slam here, clear the bases. I won't say we'll put it out of reach, but make it difficult for Meigs to come back. You got the hitter you want, just like you mentioned. Got the guy you want at the plate.
So on the night, Hunter is 1 for 3 with a walk, had a single, and later came around to score the first run for the Chargers in the first inning. He walked in this inning, stole 2 bases, and scored the first run that got the party started here in the 6th. So I wouldn't doubt it. Most of the time you're going to see make them take till they throw a strike right here. But if I'm Coach Shepard, I'm releasing Hunter and let him swing if he likes that first pitch.
Yeah, you know, coming in, a pitcher in this situation, after seeing 2 walks, he wants to throw a strike. And so I would turn Hunter loose, definitely, yes. In most situations, if it's down in the batting order a little bit, I'd make him throw a strike. But right here you got possibly your best hitter in the lineup swinging with bases loaded in the bottom of the 6th.
So Evan Preston on third, Chase Nichols on second, Dylan Jacobs on first, senior Hunter Rayburn at the plate. Interesting line for Brody Combs as he went Bowen Combs, sorry, 1 and a third, 3 runs, all of them earned, but no hits, 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. And then Brody Goins came in, 2 hits, so far 2 runs, but all 3 of these on the base path will be his. So Hunter Rayburn at the plate now with a chance to blow this game wide open.
This is what you dream of in the backyard all the time, a chance to hit with bases loaded. So.
Good job of not being too aggressive there as he takes that one up and out of the zone. 1 ball, no strikes. And to add icing on to that, it's against your biggest district rival here, too, in your senior season.
Exactly right.
But so far he hasn't seen anything really close. So 2 balls, no strikes as that one misses in the left-handed batter's box.
2 big hits in this inning, 1 by Moore and 1 by Hammonds, the pinch hitter, and drove in some runs to make the difference in this inning. We've left them on base all night long, but in this inning we brought them home.
And you know he wanted to swing at that one really bad, but 2 balls, no strikes. He takes a fastball for strike 1. Count 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs, bases loaded. Chargers leading 9-7 here in the bottom of the 6th. It's going to be a 2-hopper out to the shortstop who fields it cleanly. Hunter's got some wheels, though, and he beats it out for an RBI infield single.
Yes!
So good wheels from Hunter Rayburn pays off. Really good play by the shortstop, but the throw was not able to beat him.
Yeah, that was tough play by the shortstop. He made a great play, having to come and get it on a big hop there.
Number 22,
coming right at him, but Hunter with his speed was able to beat that out. That was a very close call, but I think it was the right call by the umpire. Brought in another run, another big hit here for the Chargers.
Absolutely. So now 10-7 here in the bottom of the 6th, and your biggest pop bat at the plate in Corbin Frisbee, who is still a home run away from the cycle. So how cool would it be to see a grand slam right here? That one misses inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Chargers leading 10-7, bases loaded. Hunter Rayburn with an RBI infield single, his 2nd infield single of the night. Good take there from Corbin, as there wouldn't have been much he could do with that one, but it is a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, you don't swing at that pitch unless you got 2 on you. So, yes, a good take there.
Curveball misses well out of the zone. Now a hitter's count, 2 balls, 1 strike to Corbin. Hunter Rayburn with that we mentioned pregame how he had 5 multi-hit games coming in tonight. Now he has 6. Corbin with a big swing on the outside fastball, but he swings through it. So now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Central leading 10-7 in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, it'd be sweet to see him hit for the cycle right here. That'd be nice.
Oh, but he does just what he needed to do, and he ropes it over the second baseman's head, and that's going to at least be a 2 RBI single for Corbin. Oh, and Hunter runs straight through the stop sign, and it worked. Shep wanted Hunter to hold at third, but Hunter said, no way, I'm going. And it worked out as the right fielder missed the cutoff man on the throw in. So bases clearing single from Corbin Frisbee blows the top out of this game.
Yeah, that's a big hit right
Number
there.
4,
Took
Kenson Wilcox.
Took the ball to the right side, just out of the reach of the second baseman, went in the gap in right field. And yes, I'm amazed that Hunter scored from, not surprised, but amazed that he made it all the way from first base. But what a job by Frisbee. Is that a 4-hit night?
It's a 4-hit night for Corbin.
3 RBIs right there.
Really big game and a much-needed game for the Chargers. So now that brings up Kenson Wilcox, takes first pitch strike. Kenson has had a good night as well. He's 1 for 2. He had an RBI triple in the first, walked in the third, grounded out in the fourth, and then walked earlier in this frame.
Down 7-4 coming into this inning, scored 9 runs in this inning.
So big breaking ball from the Meigs County pitcher, and Wilcox swings through it. So Coach Shep and the Chargers have been looking for a big offensive outburst in a game that matters to them. He said that they are ready to break out, and hopefully this inning is exactly what they needed. So that curveball misses low and out of the zone, and Wilcox lays off 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, 9 runs couldn't come at a better time against a better opponent. Scored 9 against Meigs County, take a big lead here into the 7th inning. It's a great night so far.
13th hitter of the inning for the Chargers. Throws behind Corbin over at first, but he's back safe. So Corbin, again, 4 for 4 on the night. Reached base all 5 times. 4 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Corbin takes off on the pitch. It's a curveball. It's going to be a close play out there, but he beats it in there, and it kicks all the way over into the shortstop position, but no reason to even tempt that with this big inning going. So Corbin into second with a stolen base, his second stolen base of the night. So Corbin is padding that stat line tonight. Really big night from Corbin.
Big night for him, big night. In his high school career, he probably will never have a bigger hit than he just had then, driving in 3 runs.
Wilcox at the plate, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. Ball misses outside, so now full count, 3-2.
Did you say this is the 13th hitter of the inning? Wow. What a rally for the Chargers.
It is. We led off with Dylan Jacobs. He's batted twice this inning. Hunter Rayburn batted twice. Corbin Frisbee batted twice. And now Kenson getting his second at bat of the inning. That one misses outside as well, so another walk for the Chargers puts him on first. And that'll bring up Hudson Reed, who apparently is okay after he got shook up at home plate earlier. So now he'll be hitting with men on first and second. 13-7 game here in the bottom of the 6th. Hudson Reed has reached base 3 times, but he's 0 for 2. Reached on a walk, an error, struck out, and then was hit by a pitch earlier this inning.
How many pitchers have thrown for Meigs this inning? It's at least 3, isn't it?
Yes, this is their 3rd pitcher. Oh, Hudson swinging at the first pitch, but it looks like it's going to get out of play. Just over the central bleachers, so no balls, 1 strike.
What's your head, Mike?
Please don't start Chris Lofton. The most annoying announcer on the planet. Love him. Big time Vol, but do not like listening to him.
I just had to, son. I just had to.
I don't blame you. It was a good chance. But it would be nice. He says that on dunks, so we'll see if Hudson Reed can put a charge into one right here. Hanging curveball, and boy, did he put a charge into it, guys. That one's carrying out to left field, but the wind's going to hold it up, and it's going to be reeled in out in left field. But huge inning for the Chargers. Come in trailing 7-4 and leave leading 13-7. 9 runs scored. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hitters to the plate. What an inning in your biggest game of the year so far in the rubber match against a district rival. Central leading 13-7 as we head to the top of the 7th. Central will look to close the door. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, everybody. What a big inning. Hope you were here to witness it here in the 6th. As Central entered the 6th down 7-4, scored 9 runs, 14 hitters came to the plate, and now we're at 13-7 here in the top of the 7th. So we do have a pitching change as Chase Nichols goes out to shortstop and Kenson Wilcox comes on to pitch. This is only his 2nd appearance of the year. He's thrown 2 innings so far. Gave up 1 earned run for a 3.5 ERA. Walked 4 and struck out 2. So right now his job's throw it over the plate and see what they can do with it.
That's exactly right. Let your team make the plays. Let the defense make the plays. Just throw it across the plate. Don't walk anybody. Make the plays out in the field.
And that one misses low. 1 ball, no strikes.
If you're down this big, as far as if you're a Meigs County hitter, I'd almost consider taking till you get one and make him throw a strike.
So that one misses low. 2 balls, no strikes. And I agree. I would have the same thing. Take till you see one. So this is the 8th pitcher of the night between the two teams. 4 for Meigs County, 4 for Central.
Just need strikes right here from Mr. Wilcox. Need strikes.
And there's the first one. So 2 balls, 1 strike. McKee goes inside on the setup. Good pitch. That one's going to get it. It's hit well down the right field line, but it's going to curl out of play. So down 2 balls, no strikes. Battles back to 2-2 to bring the count even. Chase Nichols, who came in, did a phenomenal job in relief. Did exactly what the Chargers needed him to do. Kept the score at 7-4 and allowed the boys to come in and take the lead.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't toe the rubber here in the 7th inning, but I'm sure Coach Shep knows what he's doing as far as relief pitchers. And thinks Wilcox can get the job done here in the 7th.
Hitter asked for time, not granted. It's going to be a 2-hopper over to Hunter Rayburn. Tough play and really quick runner. And wow, what a play from Hunter Rayburn. He had to take a step back on the short hop. Doesn't play a lot of third base. And he throws a stripe across the diamond to get Brody Goins, the shortstop for Meigs County, out. So 5-3 putout starts the 7th for the Chargers, and that brings up Briar Roberts, the first baseman for Meigs County. He's 0 for 3 on the night, flew out to right field, lined out to center field, flew out to right field again.
Hey, give Frisbee some credit over there, too. First base.
2-hopper to Dylan Jacobs at second on the first pitch. Throws a strike to Corbin over at first, so 2 up, 2 down here in the 7th.
Frisbee on the previous play, there was a ball that was hit to Hunter, made a great stretch there. Dug that ball out to Hunter, turned loose from third. So great job by Wilcox. 2 ground balls, that's what you want to do. Throw strikes, let your defense make the plays.
So that brings up the starting pitcher for Meigs County. He's first pitch swinging, fouls it down the right field line. Wilcox ahead, no balls, 1 strike. Caden Crisp started the game for Meigs County, and then moved to center field, and then moved to right field, and now he's hitting here in the top of the 7th. Nichols at shortstop. Wilcox with a good pitch, but it misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
This is a tough one for Walker Malone. I mean, I love Walker, known him forever, but we've told him we hope he wins every game but 2 during the regular season.
Good pitch there from Kenson, makes it a 1 ball, 2 strike count, and now Wilcox and the Chargers are 1 strike away from an incredible comeback district win. Wilcox sets and delivers, and it's strike 3. Wow, big time district win for Coach Shepard and the Chargers. What a night. Down 7-4 going into the bottom of the 6th. Bring 14 men to the plate, score 9 runs, and walk out of here with a 13-7 win.
Yeah, what a big win. Anytime you beat Meigs County, it's a huge win. And even bigger, you know, it's a district game. You were down 7-4. We're struggling early, leaving bases loaded in a couple situations. Then in the bottom of the 6th inning, got big hits. 1 hit, I think it was by Frisbee, that cleared the bases. The bases were loaded, was the big hit of the inning. But what a game. Good game for the Chargers. Big win, big district win, big win period whenever you can beat Meigs County.
So the Chargers improved to 3-3 in the district, and Meigs County drops to 2-4. So it's worth to note that the JV also won earlier, 21-0. So big offensive night for the Chargers in Inglewood, and hopefully this will springboard them forward into getting the bats woken up and ending the season on a high note. So the MVP tonight, in my eyes, is undoubtedly Corbin Frisbee. He went 4 for 4 on the night with a triple, a single, a double, a walk, and another single, a bases clearing single to put the nail in the coffin in the 7th. So that would Chase Nichols, another phenomenal job. He ended up picking up the win tonight on the mound, and then Kenson Wilcox did a great job coming in relief. So overall, wonderful night. Any final thoughts?
No, totally enjoyed it. I enjoyed being here because it was a Meigs County game, a district game. It brings back a lot of memories of when I played and, of course, when you played. And it's a big rivalry, big rivalry. Meigs County did it last night. Came back late in the game for the win, and Central does it tonight. So congratulations to Shep and Frisbee. What a game that he had. I mean, a big game from him. So big district win. Congratulations to the Chargers.
So for Ethan Starr, Ron Starr, Josh Bogus, congratulations to the Chargers tonight, and thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.